kill for Jim.
Oh my God, Jim!
Jim! Pretty good. It's gonna be a triple kill. Jim comes on fire. Jim comes on fire.
He had the right angle, but couldn't land the shot. The dart goes to 2-piece!
Destaque na marotagem, belo ângulo dele.
For him, he's gonna be able to take out. Oh my God! Oh no! He was down to 1 second on the clock.
Já pegou bala na cara do Master. O Omairinho vai tentando fazer o primeiro. Da escada vai tentar o tiro porrada e bomba! Vem! Clutch muito difícil de vencer, mas...
Square on the body that you hit. He no-scope for Apollo right there. He no-scope.
Termina eliminando a Jackie, igual queda solamente vivo por parte de repente, consigue la primera baja que se da cuenta que no puede.
Good evening, EU. We are back for another week of Mobile Mayhem Winter 2022. As always, it's your boy Verdict. With me today, looking dapper as hell. Got that obstitch on point, man, with that sweet, sexy fox hat. He's a fox himself. That's the nominee.
How's it going, bud? Definitely getting excited for some of the EU action here. Hopefully we'll have a better week this week than we did last week. Just a disappointment, bud.
Yeah, last week was definitely a bummer. I had made a comment about the tweet I put out earlier in the season, and I was definitely eating my words when I put that tweet out last week. It was along the lines of Mobile Mayhem EU is better than NA Mobile Mayhem, and it's not even close. Well, last week was such a disappointment. I couldn't even put words to define it. But this is a different week. We've got different teams in the mix. As a matter of fact, as I'm taking a look at the schedule, we're actually going to see those different teams in the mix. So if you guys are just now joining in, we have not started the matches just yet. As a matter of fact, we're probably going to be a little bit of a delay as we did get word that one of the teams were going to be a little late. That's quite all right. So we've got a little bit to cover before we do go through that.
A little late is better than not showing up.
Thank you. Or not playing a 4v5.
That too.
All right. Take a look at it right here. As you can see, right, schedule of the day, definitely going to be interesting. Nova Esports going to be taking on a new team. Yes, that is right. That is EuroElite, EUE. Not even going to try to attempt to pronounce that last word, but you guys get the picture. FN420 is going to be taking on a new team as well. That's going to be Qlash. That should be an interesting matchup. I know we were talking about Qlash not making it through qualifiers. Well, guess what? They're here anyways, and I'm digging the vibes. Yes, that means 2 teams are out, though. Olympus have fallen. They're out. They're no longer in the pick. All right, Olympus is out. Aphelion is out. Qlash in. EuroElite in. 100% on point. Animus, 117 not found. That's probably going to be our highlight match of the night. I'll put an asterisk on it depending on which 117 team not found shows up. But based off of what we've seen, Animus has been a true powerhouse in this EU scene. So definitely going to need to see the best 117 not found team to represent if that's going to be our highlight. If this match falls through the door or falls through the floor, our next matchup is surely going to be a banger. It's going to be Omniscient versus Elysium. So we're definitely getting into the portion of the season day where, you know, it's make it or break it for a few teams. Some of the ones that were broke, they hit the door. And then some of the ones that, you know, are looking to solidify those 1 and 2 slots. I think Nova is one of the teams that have already solidified at least a top 2 spot as I'm taking a look at the standings. Let me see. Yeah, 110 points. I don't know if they can get contested and based off their schedule today. Even if they do win 2-1, which I'm assuming they are going to win the series. That may be where I'm wrong, but if they win today, they are surely going to have at least a top 2 spot, regardless of what the scenario is. Animus and Anarchy, this is where it gets interesting. They're only 10 points separating the two. So Animus with 85 points, Anarchy with 75. Definitely a standout team that's shown to be a top contender as well. They've actually beat Animus. So Illuminati, one of our dynamic teams that we love casting just because of the crew talent and how much they have improved. They're going to have an off day today, but they're sitting in a 4th place spot with 65 points. 1-7 not found with 60. FN 420, who had 60 last week, but forfeited due to the fact they didn't want a 4v5, are now sitting at 50. So Omniscient, 40 points. I know we talked about it numerous times. They have yet to earn a single point outside of a DQ or forfeit. So this is where it gets interesting. Elysium's right there below them with 20 points. Now we were talking about this series in particular last night. I am very anxious to see what team shows up from Omniscient and if Elysium has improved over the past few weeks. And then of course Qlash and EUE, they don't have any points on the board. They are actually coming through in the latter half of the season. So quite all right. But without that, with that being said, we're looking at a pretty solid 4-series spread, and actually we're going to start things off with that Nova Esports and EUE matchup, which we're actually going to be able to deliver on time.
Yeah, definitely have some good matchups here for today. I don't anticipate this first one being super great, but who knows? Maybe EUE have been able to come through and improve their gameplay from when we last saw them, and I still don't expect that they win, but maybe they put up a little bit of a fight.
We'll see. We'll have to see now. As I do see Nova is in the lobby, EUE is in the lobby. I think we can run through the best of 3. I've got to pull it up on screen for you guys to see. We are going to be starting things off with that Summit Hardpoint, followed by a Hackney Yard Search or Destroy. Those 2 games are guaranteed. What is not guaranteed is a standoff domination. So EUE have to come through with some fire. This is probably the best team in EU. If it's not the best, definitely top 2 teams that I don't think they're number 2. If I'm not overstepping my boundary, I think this is the most consistent team that we will see in EU. So Nova Esports opted to ban Crossfire, Search or Destroy. EUE opting to ban Search or Destroy on Takeoff. It does look like the players are in the lobby. It looks like the operators are or have been chose. And it does look like Qlash did replace Olympus, as I'm reading in Discord, and EUE replaces Aphelion. Look, EUE replacing Aphelion. Having Aphelion not in Mobile Mayhem certainly, it hits the heart, because ever since I've been here, they've been a staple, org in the EU scene. Not seeing them in Mobile Mayhem is very disheartening, but there's no way you recover from a 250-0 in Hardpoint. I'm sorry. I gotta say it. I love my AE boys. I love my captain. I love Max Sauce. Love the org. there's no way you put up a 250-0 and recover from that. And I think that's where they're at right there. Hopefully they'll be rebuilding. Right now, you know, all that is said and all that aside, we're in game 1 of this first series and already looking pretty solid. Nova actually going to be on the objective. A bit of a little bit of a trade going through, but nonetheless, the guys over at Nova kind of holding the fort down.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. We've got 11 points on the board so far. It's nothing crazy. We actually do get a break for EUE here, so, you know, kudos for not getting 250-0'd. Now, start pushing on in. I do fully expect the P3 and P4 rotations probably very strong in favor of Nova, but we do have a P1 and P2 standing between us right now. Those ones are a little bit harder to control. You definitely can have good holds there, but it can be pretty difficult as well, as Karma is able to come through with a 3-piece of his own. Not really picking up any time for the side of EUE, but at minimum, at least denying time away from Nova.
Oh, absolutely. You can see it now. 21-9 as we're going to make the rotations over to the catwalk. This is where things get a bit spicy. It's out in the open. There's no cover as far as outside calls. The slide up top. Kree going to be able to get the top control that is necessary to hold off the push from the top, but right now, EUE's sitting pretty. They've got one player on the point. Karma actually going to get taken down. Creed coming through with some high energy, man. He's got 4 on board. Take a look at the kill spread. Yaya is going to be your top fragger in the lobby for Nova. On the flip side of things, you got Kree, who has put up a hefty amount as well. So, pretty evenly spread as far as points go. Kree actually going to spawn right there on P3 backside, and this is where things get a little dicey. You got 30 seconds left at the point. You make the push back up. It does look like 2 players are starting to fall back. They kind of understand that this P3 point is going to be absolutely crucial for them to get back in control. And now we're going to see the double down for P3 spawn sites. This might be where the side of EUE can flourish if they can maintain the point without getting taken out here.
Well, we'll see as this game progresses. Again, I think Nova just have proven to be a much tighter, much more consistent team than EUE. So I would expect the break to come through for Nova here, and then they probably get a big hold on to this P3 hill, which tends to be the money hill for this map. You can see the Purifier is out for Yaya, but gets taken down by Greed, who behind comes through and finds 3, and actually secures a big positional hold for the side of EUE.
Yep, Neil going to slide in. He's going to get taken down. Saturn's going to be the only hope here to contest. He's going to actually lose Kree, too. So Saturn's going to be stuck right here on the corner site. Kree spots him, takes him down. Big trades coming through. And EUE putting up and making Nova shut up here in this P3 site. As a matter of fact, Nova's still going to try to contest. Creed right here in the corner. It doesn't look like this front side entry is nowhere safe for the side of Nova to make the access, and that is going to be a full firm hold here for EUE. They are putting up some numbers against this Nova roster that I didn't expect to come through, and that's actually going to take us to a quick listen-in with EUE, kind of hear those comms, how they sound out, as now they're going to be on the back burners of making that late rotation to P4. They had a hefty P3. Can they get the break here in P4, though?
Onion side.
Respond there. 2 back spawn.
One mid container, one back spawn. Wait for the team. Let's not push.
Tree side. We need spawn. One's on the headpiece.
Nice, push now. One gun point. Nice.
Someone watch my son.
One spawn.
Construction. Oh, one forklift. I spawned all the way out. Get computers. It's fine. Get computers.
Yeah, next. 2 point.
Wait, let me say so. Actually, no, I'll go head glitch. I got head glitch.
Yeah, go connectors. One's coming main entrance.
What stop?
Two top. One more.
Wait, I'll use that machine. I'll use my that machine computer.
Top.
One snow.
Going point. I'll watch computers. I'm at that machine.
One snow. On top.
No, there's no.
Concussing.
Get in time.
One see them.
Stairs. One A dome.
No, Sparrow on point.
A dome. Careful. Snow.
Alright, so not very successful on the break there in P4, but I'm going to wait for Day to come back in before I make my comments. But I gotta say, man, this EuET coming in with a lot of energy. The comms were absolutely on point. I heard the IGL, he was giving great direction. I think that was Kree. He pulled out the death machine. You heard the comms go along with it. Right now, they're putting their foot on the hill here in P1 reset. They got 2 players on the hill to contest, but Rick is absolutely one shot. He's going to get taken down. Neil picking up some big kills in the feed. In a massive first game I've ever seen from a team who went through qualifiers, and I don't know if this is the same exact team, but they do not look like a qualifier team, Dayton. If you're trying to talk, you're still muted. I just want to let you know. But were those comms not crisp?
Oh yeah, I mean, I stuck around a little bit longer than you did just because I really wanted to hear how they played into the reset. And let me tell you, these guys are absolutely rocking it. They're going toe-to-toe with Nova right now in the early game of this Summit Hardpoint. So you got to give them credit no matter what outcome happens here. I mean, again, it wasn't long ago that we saw a 250-0. Even when you've got a super stacked team versus a team that's struggling, you know, getting your feet on the hill at all can be difficult. And we've seen a couple times now that EUE have actually taken the lead over Nova. So I'm excited. I'm here for it. And man, this is not what I expected.
No, not at all. You know, am I happy? Absolutely. I'm enjoying the back and forth. I don't like seeing steamrolls. And I know people out there don't like seeing them either. So, Panther coming through with the raid. I appreciate it, Panther. I just caught that frog. Let me know that the raid came through. Guys, I appreciate everything. Right now, we're looking at a pretty stacked EUE on this P3 rotation. Now, this is where things got a bit spicy for the side of Nova. They weren't able to get the break. Obviously, we didn't see a lot of points come out of it. We saw a full hold, but it wasn't a full 60 in their favor. Right now, the break comes through early for Yaya. He's going to get shut down. And now, again, we're looking at a P3 reset second time around. And things are looking absolutely the same way. We're going to see how these operators get used now. Creed looking for shots. He's only going to find 2. Trying to find that 3rd. He is going to find 4, though, and that is going to be the break. Creed going to be taken down, and the retake back on point. Man, this is a back and forth trade affair now, but the side of Nova have gotten the break that they didn't get. Saturn's going to be leading the pack, and he's holding off the fence from both sides, and that is going to be a massive takeover there for the side of Nova. They're going to be able to extend their lead now 30-plus points, and probably the remainder of the scrap time.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right, and a 40-point lead for Nova is, again, not really what we expected here for this. Grenade almost takes out Yaya, actually, and see if UE can make the break into this P4 hill. You can see this Nova winning out on a couple of the trades there. Now Yaya's in on the point, finds a couple shots onto Creed. Red Missile gonna finish him off. Karma looking for the kill on Yaya, is gonna find it. We've got spawns available for the side of EUE. Get in and get the points. Yaya, Creed, and Neil all spawned out on that last interaction, so go either which way. Ooh, Yaya taking shots there, able to make that alive.
Neil popping off too. Saturn did a great job of extending his life at the bottom side. Neil's up top now. He's got 25 on board. The break comes through early, and this is where EUE might see the downfall. This is where this Nova team is thriving in the later portion of the game. You see the streaks coming through. Operators not having a huge impact, but great utilization on the break in that P3 site. So now we're going to be looking at the last 10 seconds before Greed looking for the contest. Neil just almost gets that one. I don't know how he didn't win that one, but sure enough, the break comes through. But look at it. The damage is done. 211 to 129. Still, even at that scoreline, EUE is still putting up some amazing numbers in the point and making this Summit Hardpoint just an absolute beast of a first game in the series.
Well, definitely a good performance out of EUE. They started off strong, but Nova and their consistency is just starting to come through a little bit stronger here. You can see Yaya with the Purifier out, comes through with 2 in the feed. Saturn's finds one of his own, and now only 25 seconds to go for the side of Nova. Annihilator going to take down Yaya, but Creed immediately going to trade out that Annihilator.
Body shots too.
Value there. The body shots coming through.
Look, I guess welcome to Mobile Mayhem. This is where, you know, the home of the body shots, I guess. I don't know. The freak. Creed 28 on board. I mean, these guys are making their debut on Mobile Mayhem, and I gotta say, it's electrifying. Granted, the scoreline kind of gets a little lopsided towards the end. The beginning, fire. Middle, fire. The retakes, on point. Everything had just been solid, and it's difficult to beat one of the best teams in EU, if not the best team in EU. But to put up that kind of scoreline early on certainly makes me hopeful for this EUE roster. And they showed up, but Nova obviously handling business towards the end. They're going to take the dub 250 to 131. I'm still excited. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't have high hopes coming into this week based off of what happened last week. But maybe I should have just threw it out the window because, you know, this week's new. And obviously we're getting some fresh blood in. And that fresh blood is literally feeding me energy right now.
Yeah, I mean, they played really solid again in the specifically first half. The only player that really struggled was 5 or 7-Ive or whatever we want to call him here. But towards the end of that game, definitely stacking up in favor of Nova. I don't know if they weren't warmed up at the beginning or what. High hopes that it's just EUE came out with a strong passion to win this game and carry that energy on through. Because, you know, for a while there, they had the lead. They were taking hills from the side of Nova, and then slowly but surely it did start to slide away. I mean, we were looking at like what, a 107 to 107 game at one point.
Yeah.
Ends up being a 250 to 131.
I'm
While
on
Nova
board
came
for
through
it.
and picked up another 150 points, we only saw 24 or whatever out of the side of. So, high hopes for the Search and Destroy game after they put up that kind of performance in the hard point, but I don't know, it kind of feels like Nova, especially since Nova were late, right? We were waiting on Nova to get here. I definitely have thoughts that maybe Nova didn't have a lot of warm-up.
Yeah, but I got to respect the fact that EUE showed up and showed out in those first few points. The hold on that P3 site is damn near impossible to get a full 60 out of. They didn't get a full 60 out of, but they kept Nova out, which is more important. So I'll take that over, you know, Nova contesting and, you know, you're only able to get 30 points and you have to set up for new. Yeah, you know, you get the picture. Right there was just a solid foundation on that hill. Now, Yaya pops off, does drop 36 and 45 seconds on the hill. That makes it a lot more difficult, especially when you're making your debut at a Mobile Mayhem, and then you got a guy like Yaya who is well known in the scene and definitely not taking it easy on you. So we're gonna get geared up, as Dave just mentioned. We are gonna be on board with a Search and Destroy. Trying to see what the best of 3 just said. Yeah, Hackney are Search and Destroy. So this is an interesting map to see, and I think if EU shows up with a sound game plan, they could possibly buy us a game 3, but it's solely going to be based off of how well they play these first few rounds. I know it could get a bit out of hand and lopsided if you don't adapt quickly. And Nova seem to play this map fairly, you know, competitively. I'm not saying this is their best Search and Destroy map. I think I've seen them play firing range a lot better, but that's, you know, that's a given in standoff as well. So obviously they don't like Search and Destroy on Crossfire, so we're not going to see that one in the mix, but game 2 right around the corner, as I just mentioned and promised, a Hackney Yard search.
We've lost the bomb spotted. Enemy has dropped the bomb.
Well, we're getting ready to get into the next bit of action here. Search and Destroy is lined up. Can EE have as strong of a performance as they did in the hard point, or are Nova warmed up and ready to mop the floor with their opponent? We shall see.
The enemy has the bomb.
Like, we're getting on into it. Verdict Neil, of course, going to be sniping, looking for those long angles across mid. Find anybody, starts pushing up.
Yep, you can see it. He's trying to get that wall side jump. Spy going to find first frag with a literal grenade for literal frag. Saturn's going to find one too, so a little bit of wound coming through earlier. Kree going to find one. That's 3. Nobody there for the refrag. As a matter of fact, Saturn's finds another one. Good night. We were talking about Neil sniping. Saturn's found 2 in that round.
Lost that round, but it's not over yet. Ready up. Bomb spotted. Enemy has
Definitely
dropped the
a
bomb.
big performance coming out of the team there, but
Destroy the
this is what we expect out of one of the top teams in Europe, right? 2 for Saturns, 2 for Creed, 1 for Spy as they clean up a 5-0 sweep in the first round of Destroy. EUE wasn't able to find anything on board, and Saturn's starting this round off with violence as well. Finds first blood. Neil Let's get a hit marker. Pulls out the Renetti, is looking for the next, but walks right into Rick, who's going to take him down.
Yep, Rick, one of those players who wasn't on this team through qualifiers. As a matter of fact, everything is the same about this team, except for him. He was the player that was added recently. So interested to see how he pans out. He did find first blood for his team, actually first kill altogether. Now, as we see Neil drop 2 as well as Saturn's. So 2 for 2 trades. Bomb's going to go down. So the advantage in favor of the attacking team. Spy going to give that advantage a little bit more. Devastation is he finds one as well. Now it's just up to Rick. Yaya taking down Karma in the background. 20 seconds on the clock. I don't see this happening. Not especially since all 3 players are literally baiting now. I see Creed. He wants them to push. He wants them to know where he's at. He is gonna get taken down, question mark. Yes. Rick finds one, but rounds the corner. Spy finds him. And just like that, we're 2-0 in the search. Hackney Yard is a bit difficult to adapt to in real time, and when you get that A control early, it is very hard to gain back and get a retake, especially when you only got 1 player left to work with.
You are absolutely right. We find 2 rounds going over to Nova early on, but we've seen EA perform, and hopefully they're able to do the same here today. Explosions going off on B. I think that vehicle's destroyed, so no environmental action over there. First blood does go inside of Nova once again. Karma, a couple shots, but we'll make it out alive. And now it's going to be Creed coming to kill onto Neil. Karma fights Yaya as well this round.
Here we go. Saturn's up top looking for the shots through mid. Going to be seeing 2. No, there's definitely not a sight line on them, but they are definitely there in containers. Bomb's going to be placed right there on that A site. Does look like Spy is clear at all angles before he does make that plant. And looking for those mid players. Creed going to find him, though, and that is going to be a massive kill. Creed going to get the revenge frag, taking some shots at another player. Bomb is down still, but there's only Karma left to deal with. And now Saturn's and Creed in a 2v1. Bobby Plays coming through with the 98 Raiders. I just so happened to look at chat and absolutely came through. Absolutely digging the energy today, guys. We are in the middle of a pretty decent series. Right now, it's a little lopsided in the Search and Destroy, but the hard point was fire. Go back and rewatch of the CUE team showing up and showing out early, and I'm digging the vibe. So, Creed, oh, good trigger discipline. How does it matter? Saturn's right there. Good call.
Lost that round, but it's not over yet.
It's like he was sitting in the corner. He's like, I'm not taking that shot. I got to figure out what the second guy is. And here's Saturn's rounds the corner. Renetti in his face.
Destroy the objective.
Well,
Acquired.
again, I think I'm going to chalk this one up to Nova not being warmed up at the beginning of this game. And they have been coming through with a fire. Not to mention how strong of a destroy team they are, right? So, Neil going to miss a couple shots. That Neil hasn't found a kill on the... That's unusual for him. But I guess when the team is slaying out the way they have been, can be pretty difficult. Pick up kills at sniper on Hackney Yard. A lot of walls, terrain that can sniper sightline. Just not finding anything so far, but Saturn's 6-1. Left alone. 2v2s, actually. 4 and 3 for Karma, and 1 and 3 for 5.
Here we go. I'm sure Neil has a lot of damage to go along with it, and I think that's something that we talked about a few days ago. You know, COD Mobile needs to add damage because in games like this, I'm sure Neil has at least 200 damage, just hasn't put anybody down. I know I saw him pull the Renetti out after getting a hit marker, and at the range he was at, the Renetti shots just weren't hitting. Bomb is down, and we've got about 50 seconds left on the clock now. You can see the push come through. I don't know if EUE is aware of the bomb being down. It's right there on that P1 site. Saturn's going to go ahead and pick it up. And based off of the location of the 2 players for EUE, they are 100% not aware where that bomb was downed at. So 5 going to make the rotation around. Karma up top here in P4. We got about 35 seconds for this retake to come through. It's got to come swift, and you got to play your 2s here. You can see it, the pinch approach is going to come through. Karma's going to peek up top. 5 in a very aggressive position, and Neil and Saturn's are nowhere to be found. Here we go. Drop down, gets the smoke. 2 players push in. Karma's left on his on.
Well, we've definitely had a couple close rounds so far for the side of E. They're by no means getting shut out. But Saturn's playing time exceptionally here. Maybe going for the trick shot.
I saw
Interesting.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he played time, so why not, right?
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, this is, you know, what time is made for. You can do whatever you want as long as that bomb detonates. And sure enough, 4 rounds in a row for Nova, but a little bit better of approach there from the side of UE. I think if 5 doesn't push in without Karma right there to refrag, I think if he would have pushed in with Karma instead of by himself, we would have seen a little bit more of a closer round. Maybe even a round in favor of EUE. EUE are going to find 2, and now Saturn's all left on his own. This is the break they need here in the later half of this Search and Destroy. We're going to be flipping sides after this round, so better late than never, I guess. Never late is better, obviously, but better late than never is definitely one of those things. Yeah, Chigs is right. Game needs to add damage, objective kills, deaths, and trade untraded kills, deaths. I completely agree. Kind of like CDL.
One would hope, but I don't have high hopes for the captain. I agree. I fully agree. I think those are important stats, but Saturn now left alone in 1-3. I feel like EUE might actually find their first round of this Search and Destroy here, unless if Saturn clutch up in a way. Let's have 8 kills on the board, only deaths, but Karma frying out on the side of EUE, sitting at 7-3 as well.
Just noticed that I got a spell rocket that I need to use. It literally expires at an hour, so I'm glad I checked that. Saturn's is going to find 1. Rick dropped. And, you know, a round that is much needed here for the side of EUE. Might get dropped here as Saturn's playing his life to his fullest. Looking for that bomb pickup. Not going to find it right there. Not going to spot the players there as well. Karma going to go ahead and chuck the nade, force his hand. Nade shot doesn't go or doesn't hit, so he doesn't know they're... Oh my god, this is impeccable timing for Saturn's.
The bomb has been planted.
No scope, doesn't hit. 40 seconds on the clock. The fact that he even got the bomb plant down is pretty amazing. Karma going around the corner. Karma coming back around quickly. 1 round now in favor of the side of UE. We'll see if they can flip sides and make some magic happen and possibly buy us a game 3.
I think that's a stretch. We can obviously tell that Nova are not taking this game seriously at this point. I would love to see the game 3 happen. Honestly, less for EUE's sake and more of like a reality check for
Saturn's.
Nova. Yeah, that was a clean shot. Good crosshair placement out of Saturn's coming around that corner. Picks up 1 to open it up. Got 10 on the board, man. I mean, Saturn's is playing to win. And I'm not sure what's going on with Neil yet, but Neil still has not found a kill 5 rounds into the game. It's very, very unusual for a sniper talent of his caliber.
Yeah, well, we've talked about it before. This is probably not the best sniping map, especially for a player like Neil. Neil likes those wide open spaces, and you don't get any wide open here in Hackney Yard. There are a few sight lines where snipers reign superior, but this map, you've got to be like one of those very quick adapting players. If you don't catch one on that jump up in the back, it is bound not to come through. Saturn's one of those players who can probably hit shots from anywhere. Definitely showing his talents in this map. So Karma now left at a 1v2, and he does have bomb in hand. Only 50 seconds left on the clock, and I think Nova might know where he's at, and I think they know where the bomb is too. So might be undoable. Shots come through. Creed might have heard it. I think Saturn's is there for the trade. If they play their 2s properly, this will be a 1-5 in favor of Nova.
It's all up to you now. Finish the mission.
Karma gonna find Saturn's. It's gonna leave Creed left alone in a 1 versus 1. Karma's got 10 on the board. Creed only been able to find 5 so far. We'll definitely have to see. Creed, obviously one of the top frag players from all of Stage 5. And, well, you gotta believe in that kind of talent, but Karma is trying as well.
My guy Creed is just no scoping.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this... You see what I'm saying? Like, these rounds are close, but how much can we really say Nova are trying?
I mean, I want to know how many bullets are left in that ACOG Arctic. Creed just letting it spray away, man. And I know you guys can't see it because Karma's body's a little bit further down, but Creed's perspective definitely shows that he's right there. So 6 seconds left. Definitely going to get the bomb defused there. No worries on that end. 1 second left to spare. 5-1 world match point and game point at the same time.
Ready up.
Well, I think this one's just about over. Verdict, even if we find another round for EUE, we can obviously, again, tell that Nova just don't care. They know they're going to win this one. They've around. Neil does finally get his Olive Garden breadstick on the board.
Targets in sight.
So no donut.
Oh, donut. Yeah.
I gotta say, I'm impressed by Karma on though.
Yo, you know what? We're gonna give Neil a pass because bro literally dropped 30 in the hard point and he slayed out. I think he had one of the better KDs. I know Yaya was 36 kills deep, but I want to say Nova or Neil was actually better in the KD department. Rick gonna catch one on the drop down. That's gonna be Creed dropping this time around. Body shots are not gonna be what he's doing. Bomb is in the hands of Rick. Saturn's gonna catch Greed on the transition. He's one shot. Where's the trade at? That's tough. But I guess the position where he's at, it's pretty difficult. And, you know, he's recovering. Yep, there you go. Go ahead and spectate. That looks pretty sweet, though. What are your thoughts, Dave? Camo looking sexy?
On which one? For
Saturn's. He's inspecting. I kind of like the feature. I'm glad they added this to COD Mobile. I just wish they would have done it sooner.
Yeah, I mean, you know me. I like all my dark matter camos.
The bomb has been planted.
The crystal dark matter, pretty sick, and crystal aether. COD Mobile looks pretty sick. I don't entirely like that you can't like put it on like guns. I mean,
Sniper.
True. 20 seconds left on the clock. Saturn's 1v1 clutch. Clutch or kick for Saturn's, in my opinion.
Clutch or kick, he says.
Did you see that?
Yeah, he's trying to trick shot.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, they've been
look,
trying
if you
to
would have
trick
connected that, I would have fell out of my chair. No worries here for Nova. Obviously, they're playing with their food. EUE, mad disrespected, but I gotta say, this EUE roster showed up and showed out in that hardpoint. Made things a lot closer than it should have been, but in all reality, I'm kind of digging the vibes here. The comms, I was on board with. I know you got the jump in. I know you got listed. I know, you know, we did the VC listed in, and I was just blown away by how well the comms were collected for this team. Even, you know, being down a few points, everything was directional. It was inspiring. Hey, you know, a lot of direction coming through from their IGL and a lot to build on. So 3v2 now. Neil and Saturn's left. Kree actually going to get dropped, making it a 2v2, and the bomb's still in the hand of Greed. They're making this rotation over to B site where Neil is actually about to walk right into Rick. The no-scope doesn't hit. Now it's up to Saturn's. 1v2, clutch or kick, homie.
Well, I anticipate there's another trick shot coming our way. Oh,
Hit those. Yeah, that's, yeah.
Nice work. Get ready for the next round.
Saturn's, man, I dig the vibes with the trick shots, but you got to hit those easy ones. That was point blank. I don't think I've seen him miss one like that all day.
They have the bomb.
Smoke out.
Day, thoughts? It's a 3-5. UE have found 3. Can they find 3 more?
Did they really find 3 though?
I mean, the points say 3. I don't care how they got it.
Fair.
Yeah.
But at what point do we see Nova just say, okay, we're done with this? That's ultimately the question here. There's a grenade getting tossed. Not quite going to find the kill onto Kree. The bomb plant does come through. Yeah. Going to find 5. Kree still laying down behind the bomb here. Saturn's making the rotation over. Nova clean this one up. Or will their trolling do a game 3? That is the real question here. Rick,
Enemy contact.
find the kill onto Saturn's. It's Saturn. This is a shot. 3v4. UE's favor.
We've seen this all before, you know, teams, you know, not take their matchups seriously and then, you know, find themselves in game 3s. I think Anarchy was the one who did it a lot last season. As a matter of fact, I got so tired of watching them play at the beginning of the season because they didn't take pretty much anything seriously.
Defend the objectives. The enemy has the bomb.
We saw more game threes from them than we needed to see all of the season in the very first 2 weeks. Saturn's actually opting to pull out the Finnick. He wants to get aggressive. This might be where Nova put their serious panties on.
Could be. We'll have to see. Karma found a couple shots onto Saturn's there, but quite bring it together. Saturn's opting to put the sniper down. Now has a Fennec in him. Grenade almost able to find the kill onto Rick. Neil gonna find the kill onto 5. For one trade to open things up for, and probably where we see Nova just come through with the win. Neil finds Greed. Again, had put down the sniper. Spy finds Rick. I mean, like I said, this was only a matter of time. As soon as Nova decided they were done, be over. Tell that is exactly what's happening right now. Karma, however, let's find 1 onto Neil, brings it a little bit closer to a 2. Karma has 13 on the board.
Enemy
Rick was able to put
contact.
up 11 as well. I mean, oh, that COD timing. Saturn's looks away. That was the freest kill.
Karma peeks around. Neil, or Creed rather, body shots coming through as well. Now that's going to leave Kree in a pretty impossible 1v3.
Targets in sight.
Highly unlikely, and Spy is going to agree with me. That is going to be the 6-4 win. A little bit of, seriousness coming through, and gotta say, the fact that they, forced the hands of Nova to pull out the Type 25s and Saturns with the Finnick. I don't think Saturns was able to pick up a single kill with that Finnick, but I think I saw someone in chat say Karma, Nova Karma. Didn't we already have a Nova Karma, though? Did we really want another? Is that a possibility? And I know Karma, in 117 Not Found spells his without the A and with an X. But is it really a new Nova Karma if we've already had one? All right.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
That's like calling Blur the Walmart Tectonic.
Bro, I thought you were gonna wait for Mobile Mayhem NA to say that. He's the great value Tectonic, bro. Don't get it twisted. I don't think these guys in EU know what great value is, so I think Walmart might have been the better.
That's
Yeah.
that's the path I took.
Yeah. Well, the path you took was also violent, so I'm on board with it. 15 kills for Saturn. He top frags in the lobby. And if damage was a thing, I think Neil would have had at least 1,000 damage that round. Unless body shots count, then Creed would obviously have 10,000 damage regardless. On the flip side of things, Karma, 13 kills on board. Absolutely slaying out. Rick comes through with 11. He's a new addition to this roster. And a little bit of fresh bloods come through for EUE. And I got to say, I was severely impressed. Granted, Nova were playing with their food. Who doesn't appreciate a team that comes up and shows their best, right? I'm on board with it. Creed, thank you for not coming through and spoiling, though.
Well, definitely had a interesting game between these two teams. Again, I do ultimately believe the Search and Destroy was only that close because Nova were trolling. I don't mean that to talk down to EUE, but when it came down to the performance today, Nova was hands down the better team. You, again, have to factor in that Nova was running late. They clearly had no warm-up before this game. We were waiting on 2 of their players to come. So they at least hadn't warmed up as a team. A couple of them may have individually warmed up, but it was a good start for EUE in the hard point. And then, man, once we crossed 100 points for each team, it was a landslide for the side of Nova. And it largely felt like that during the Search and Destroy, too. We did end up finding 4 rounds for EUE, but you cannot sleep on the fact that Nova were flat out trick shotting. I mean, let's be real here.
Look, I was just not trying to downplay, I was just trying to be entertaining, but at the same time, realistic. You brought that realistic perspective to my site, and obviously, I'm trying to give the benefit of the doubt to the EUE squad, who only have 2 more matches for the remainder of the season. They're not going to be here Thursday, which is very unfortunate. Definitely looking to see how this team plays moving forward. But next Tuesday, they got their hands cut out for them. As a matter of fact, they're going to be our second matchup of the night on Tuesday of next week. And they're going to be playing against Animus. So, dude, talking about making an entry into Mobile Mayhem and then playing 2 of the best teams in EU. And I'm still going to be on board to listen to those comms because I dug the vibes. I think they were 100% on point. I'm looking at a team who have a positive outlook in Mobile Mayhem and definitely need that to be highlighted in EU because we don't see a lot of positivity here. As a matter of fact, last week was probably, I've been down bad pretty often, but last week I was so down, I didn't even want to stream personally. It was that bad. But then Thursday, they wrap the season. Yeah. Thursday, we wrap off the season with EuroElite facing off against Qlash. So, 2 new teams. They get the end of the season. I think this is going to be an interesting matchup, too. So, I guess it all depends on how well Qlash show up. Because right now, they're going to be our second matchup of the night day. And they're going to be playing against FN420. So, if you're just now joining us in, the results are going to hinder or show up on the screen. Of course, EuroElite don't have a logo uploaded as of right now, so the screen is actually going to be a little, thrown off. But that 2-0 is in favor of Nova Esports, and as you can take a look at the standings to go along with it, that is going to put Nova in an untouchable spot, regardless of what happens. They're going to finish, well, unless they forfeit twice in a row, which I don't see that happening. Regardless of what happens for the remainder of the season, they're going to be guaranteed a second slot. So we'll keep that in mind. We're going to take a short intermission. We're going to get this second series underway. Bear with us as we get the lobby set up. Guys, don't go anywhere. We still got plenty of action to go. Hopefully, we'll see 4 series today because we haven't seen 4 series in about 2 weeks. And I'm on board for 4 series tonight. So don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back after this word from COD Mobile as well as a little intermission just to catch our breaths. Don't go anywhere.
go.
Alrighty, second matchup of the night, FN 420 and Qlash. All ready to set off, and right now, FN 420 need all the points they can get to remain in that top 6 category. Obviously, they're going to be facing off against a team who is joining us later in the season, and, you know, we might see a similar situation that we saw earlier tonight, Day, and I think Qlash have a lot of energy, but I don't know if they're going to have enough to take down this FN 420 squad, so benefit of the doubt, we'll see a 2-0, but this is Qlash's debut, and if they show up like anything remotely close to EuE's energy, I'm going to be on board to seeing how this one unfolds.
Oh, I mean, me too, and, you know, definitely have high hopes for some of the matchups here tonight being good. Qlash has some names that we recognize, not just some names that we recognize, but some strong ones as well. Nepal's, Zed, Warvac, out of nowhere coming through, so definitely excited for this matchup. It's good. I mean, this is going to be an incredibly tough one, right? FN 420 has been one of the stronger teams in the region, so I think this is a good measure of the talent that Qlash is going to bring to the table this season.
All right, we'll see how it pans out now as we're going to get geared up. S3 is ready to rock and roll. We got a firing range hardpoint to start things off. A little bit of a familiar state in Game 2. That's going to be a Hack the Yard Search Destroy as well as Game 3. Again, it's not promised, but if we do get to that point, it is going to be a standoff domination. So, hardpoint takeoff has been banned by Qlash. Good choice, as well as a hardpoint. Did I say hardpoint crash? I mean, yeah, good night. Haven't seen hardpoint crash in a while. Hardpoint takeoff. I don't even know if I said crash, but I was thinking crash for whatever reason. Hardpoint crossfire also banned by FN 420. So, Game 1, firing it up with a little bit of firing range hardpoint. And this is a rotation as definitely needed for a 2-0 in favor of FN 420 because I'm looking at the bracket or the standings right now. They are not comfortable where they're sitting. As a matter of fact, this is like upset season if they don't make a top 6 scene. And if they don't, I'm going to single-handedly contribute to the fact that they opted not to play a 4v5 against Animus on Thursday, and they lost 10 points because of that, right? We're not looking out for the stream. Obviously, we have to look out for the stream, but if you don't play a match, you lose 10 points. They opted not to 4v5. Omni did, and, I mean, you put 2 and 2 together. We'll see if it makes any difference now, as we're going to go ahead and jump into it. Firing range, game number 1. Will FN 420 be able to handle business, or will Qlash come through with some upset season in the air?
Well, we're getting into the match right now, so we're going to know pretty soon one way or another. Verdict. Qlash is a big name in the esports scene, or at least reasonable. So definitely would like to see them make a full-on return, and you know, this is a great position for them to be against. One of the top teams of EU. You've got some really nutty players on the side of Qlash that could maybe come through, and I don't want to necessarily say upset the series. I don't think Qlash wins the series, but I realistically could feasibly see a Game 3 happen here.
Well, off the rip, I do see a spawn flip come through. Qlash did have the favored P2 sites, and they get flipped almost instantly. So things not looking up in that perspective, and we all know how this map can be played, especially when you're getting into the first portion of this hardpoint, and then also the fact that you're down 25-5 after P1 is done. There's going to be a little bit more now as we see FN 420 going to be able to pick up 31 points off that. Warvac coming through the container site is going to get shut down. Nutella going to be able to get the frag. Spawns are not solidified. It does look like the late flip does come through, and Zed actually going to be on the point, rocking some objective time as well, and that might be a firm start here in this P2 site for the side of Qlash.
Well, we'll see, as right now it's only a 10-point game between these two teams, and Qlash have spawns for P2. You can see we did have almost a break come through for the side of FN 420, but it was Mare that got dropped. Balance gonna find one onto Nutella with the vehicle explosion there. Lydia finds Zed as well, but Naples and Warvac trying their best to hold this one down. They're just finding kills left and right. Slayer breaks in, but Balance and Slayer taken down by a Pred.
Yeah, that was Zed. Zed has full streaks. He has an operator to work with, and P2 is a dub. Granted, it's only 8 points that separate these two teams. Nobody is a clear winner from, you know, these first 2 points. As a matter of fact, we're only about 10 points separating the two. Lightning Strike comes through for Zed. Is going to be able to find one with the gun, but none with the actual Lightning Strike. That's tough. The Cluster Strike's still in his pocket. That might have been a better usage on this point because, man, that is a waste of a streak. Zed, what was that placement on the Cluster? There's no way you get anybody from there. You put it on the top of the trailer. That's a fat L right there. That is probably one of the worst Cluster Strikes I've seen in a hardpoint firing range. I don't mean to call Zed out like that. Hey, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought Zed, who was going to be rocking those full streaks, was going to get a lot more value out of it. He didn't get anything off of the Lightning Strike, which is okay. But that cluster, 100% wasted.
Well, that definitely could be true. And as we continue to watch this map go on, it is now FN420 with about a 20-point lead. In fact, they're getting some trickle here on trailer. And well, FN420 also set up really solid to hold down Wood. And well, we'll have to see what they can come through, because I think there's only one team that we've really seen be consistent on this map, and that's Seminole from North America. So we'll see.
Streaks are coming through. 90-point threshold going to be encountered. The cluster is going to hold out the push from firing range, or not firing range, but jungle side. Firing range, you can see the funnel coming through. Naples going to be able to pick up one. He's going to get taken down. Warvac finds one as well. He's still alive, though, and that's going to lead us into our first listen in. We're going to go ahead and jump in as P4 is coming to a dwindle. We'll see how that P1 reset comes through for FN420 right now. They've got the lead. They've got the advantage. We'll see how those comms sound to go along with it.
Pushing Slayer.
I'm gonna push jungle.
Tower there.
One more
Barrel,
coming.
barrel, one
One more
shot.
trailer, guys. What the fuck?
It's not trailer yet. It's not trailer yet.
One armory.
They're gonna go tower.
You're on that. You're on that.
No, it's trailer. No, it's trailer.
Got him.
I'm on tower.
One in next. One next. Trailer dead. I'm predding. One P2, one P2.
He's pushing trailer. Nice.
OBJ,
Get in.
That's level lightning.
Watch out, watch out.
One is top D.
City car. He's going. American is pushing it.
It's me.
Guys, we have
Two trailer.
shit when there's a cluster, man.
Just get next control, bro. Fuck it, wallah.
Barrel, Ani, barrel on you.
Barrel half HP.
I'll get this. I need that. I need help next.
I could streak next. If we lose it, I could streak it. I'm watching, bro. Along that.
It's me, drag me.
I think I got COVID.
Someone got next.
I need help next.
Along that. I got you.
We have a
Watch
spawn.
along.
Bro, I'm
One is
dying.
trailer. One is trailer.
City car.
Barrel.
I can't hear you guys, bro. This sound is so bad. My baby.
They come in tunnel.
Up inside city car.
No, be careful. Don't mess it. TP on dead.
All right, so comms pretty on point. You heard the call outs. I need help new. Help was 100% there. Veer coming through with the Annihilator, clears off the Armory side. And right now we're looking at a 130-point advantage in favor of the side of FN420. So rocking and rolling here on this P2 reset. A little bit more consistency second time around. That is probably going to be a tougher rotation here for the side. As we can see the early rotation over the trailer. Getting called out, but nobody there to handle any kind of energy there. So I think this is like one of those points where we were talking about last night, where the comms sound a little more calm in EU, and it kind of can be a bit, you know, what's the word that Image said? Kind of worrisome. Like when those comms aren't energetic. And I'm not saying anything, you know, negative towards. See that's a great Slayer lightning strike right there coming through, finding 2 in the feed. But I think this is a perfect example of what Image was talking about last night on the spawn. Am I right, Dave?
Yeah, I absolutely have to agree with you. And you know, coming through with some strong pushes here out of the side of FN420. I mean, it was a good start for the side of Qlash, but you know, kind of similar in the EUE matchup. They started strong and just could not find any sort of grasp over their opponents. And if we look at the kills on the board, I mean, Slayer's 33 and 17, Balance 31 and 15, Lydia 25-16, Fear 23-15, and Mare coming through 21 and 12. When you are slaying out that hard, it is so hard. You have to literally throw the hard points to not be winning, right? That's the reality. And well, the teamwork and the slaying power just came through stronger for FN420 here.
It did, and you know, they started the steamroll towards the end of that P3 rotation. They get P4 setups as well. P1 was devastating the streaks, just reigned superior right there on that open sandbag area. And there's not much you can do when you've got a player like Balance who's double positive, as well as Slayer, who comes through with a lot of energy, 34 and 17 as well. Putting the smackdown here early on this Qlash roster, and you know, this is a tough day for teams who are making their entry in a little later in the regular season, but this is what Mobile Mayhem is all about. Can you compete at the highest level of talent pool? And right now that talent pool is favoring the side of FN420. They find a 250-69 hardpoint win and a solid game 1 under their belts. I think Day said it right. Like, if you're not winning when you've got 2 guys who are double positive, as well as Mari, who took
their whole team was positive.
He literally opened up a shopping center and has a mortgage inside of the objective. 3 minutes and 21 seconds. Good night.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a very convincing win. But at the same point, listen, bud, it wasn't as much of a blowout as that was. It wasn't a 250-0.
No, I mean, one day we're gonna let that go.
One day, but today's not the day. Dude.
One day, yeah.
It's too fresh in the mind, man.
Yeah. I think this season will forever be remembered by that. And you know, I had a monumental tweet about it. And bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, EU scene was down bad after that day. We're getting a little bit of a redemption tour here, regardless of, you know, a 250 to 131 game. Was it? It wasn't 131. It was like, I can't even remember the score line now that I was looking back at it. 69. How did I not catch that? Jesus Christ. You know, Qlash may not have won, but they have definitely won with the score line there. So 69 points. Not going to be enough to get the win, but certainly won over my heart. All right, game number 2. Here we are, best of 3, Hackney Yard, as we just saw last series. Going to be the decision or the deciding factor if we see that game 3. Certainly need to play it a little better than the side of EUE did against Nova. You know,
oh, absolutely.
I think this team is a little more like fundamentally sound in Surge. As a matter of fact, I think this is where we're going to see Zed pop off. I think this is where we're going to see Naples just absolutely bring the fire. And they're going to definitely need it because, you know, this FN420 team is charging like a bull. And that first game was kind of devastating. He started off pretty solid, that P2 rotation, but I think where things went wrong, and I'll go ahead and point it out because, you know, I'm not afraid to. I'll be as savage as day one day, but today is certainly going to be one of those days. I'm getting there, right? That cluster strike was an F. That was the worst cluster strike I have ever seen. And Zed, I hope you watch this and see where that mistake was, because you could have made a break in that P3 trailer site and would have made things a lot more interesting. I don't know if it would have changed the complete outcome of the game. But that cluster strike right on the outskirts prevents you from rotating in. But more importantly, it didn't hold anybody back who was already in trailer. And I think that's what, kind of irks me.
Well, getting into the action of our search and destroy here, Verdict, and It is Qlash falling pretty heavily here early on. It's 3-for-1 trade, make it a 4 as Veer gonna come through, picks up the extra kill there, rocking the CR56 AMAX. Ooh, Ghost able to come through, does find one.
Get turned on.
Veer.
Get
Veer
turned on, kid!
Absolutely washed, yo. Veer basically EU's Blur, right?
Yeah, he was hitting marshmallows in the ear hole of Ghazi, and Ghazi actually gonna bite the bullet there to Mari, and
Lost that round, but it's not over yet.
a 1-0 in favor of FM420, but Veer, get clipped, homie. You got turned on.
Yeah, definitely a little bit rough there, but what you gonna do? First round gonna go over in favor of the side of FN420, who I think are definitely the favorites to win here, but my goodness, Goes is kind of cracked, dude.
Oh, Zed in a cheeky spot, able to find one, but not gonna prevent this bomb from going down. Lydia, the back's having a sweet Ninja Turtle profile picture, which I kind of dig. Love the effort in all three of these coordinating pictures. You can tell they're homies for life, right? How come we don't have matching profile pictures? I'm kind of upset.
Shave your head. Ah, got him!
Got me. Good call. Nutella going around the corner. Slayer finds one, but Slayer's now going to be the last one alive. The Pauls finds his first. Is going to go for the defuse, question mark. Slayer up top. Going to get the deagle shots, and that is going to be a smooth 2-0. But again, the defense starting to get better and better. You come down to a 1v1 and not a 4v1. I think they're making a positive, positive plays here towards the, beginning of the surge.
Yeah, definitely doing pretty solid right now. Oh, Naples gonna find Slayer to open things up. That's gonna definitely give a chance to Qlash as Zed comes through with the two-piece of his own. Lydia finds one. It's now 3 versus 2. Qlash's favor.
If you're making the full-on flank, Lydia is in demon time. Finds her second. Gaz gets dropped, but Warvac and Zed going to be the last two alive in this 2v2. And I think I've seen Warvac in more mobile mayhems than any other player, and he has yet to finish the season. So I don't think I've seen him in a full season to date. I'll just go ahead and make that point.
Hey, that's fair. That's fair.
We'll see if he can make a full game comeback here, as they're down by 2, and right now we got a 2v2. This is their round. They've had a pretty solid defense so far here in this one. Zed going to find Veery. Now that's going to leave Lydia. Lydia in a 1v2. Has 2 on board. Needs to find 2 more. Or bomb plant. Rounds the corner. Finds 1. Now it's all up to Warvac, who plays his 2 proper. And that is great coordination. Great placement when you're rotating in middle of the map. Of course, when Lydia gets that first shot, a few shots hit her. Warvac capitalizing on some great placement. So 1-2 now as we see the first round come in favor of the side of Qlash.
Yep, Qlash coming through with a strong round there. Now they still have quite a bit to catch up on. That is, certainly a fact. And, they're starting this round off pretty good too with a 2-kill pickup. And Nutella and Zed each going to survive as well. So that's pretty solid in my opinion. You look over at the opposition. We've lost out on Mare and Balance, who were 2 incredibly strong players in some of the previous rounds. And Qlash looking solid. They do lose out on Nutella there. Those are actually, Zed and Nutella are the 2 that almost died at the beginning. So they are the ones that go down here. You can see Slayer. Here's an opponent somewhere over here, but doesn't quite know where. Is going to turn the corner. Finds Naples. That's going to bring things to a 2v2. Slayer 3-2 on the board. Lydia 5-2 up against Goes, who's 3-3, and Warvac sitting at 1-2.
Yep. Now this is where Qlash need to make or break here. You've got to be able to play your 2s here. You got to be able to hold off this bomb plant. Is Lydia does pick it up. Lydia has probably been the only player who's been alive in situations like this the entire time for FN420. Gaz, did you not see her? 100% saw her, but the bomb plant does go down. Warvac gonna push in. Cheeky. Oh, the boxing gloves come through, and good night. Lydia gonna be taken down. Slayer left in a 1v1. Deagle shot's not gonna fare. Ghazi clutching those. But I gotta say, Lydia was able to find one with the prize fighters in a prize fight. She won that one, but Ghazi comes through with some high heat, and we've got a tied matchup.
Yeah, definitely looking like a solid run so far. Gotta say, Qlash are coming a bit to the table stronger than I expected. So that's always fun to see. Start off round 5 here. Last round for the FN420 offense before we switch sides. Warback pushed right on up into Veer here. Takes a couple shots, is gonna get dropped. And the 2-for-2 trade comes through early, but did find another 2 for the side of FN420, who are looking to go into the second half with a lead. Slayer's pushing on up to Naples, who's the last alive. And he finds a shot. Does find one on the Slayer.
Good shots, but he's still got 2 players to deal with. And Mari up top, bombs planted, 30 seconds on the clock. Mari gonna go ahead and hit some shots. Repositions, smooth plays. We all know quick fix is not a factor here. Veer catches him on the transition, opts to put down that CR56 AMAX, and I don't blame him. I do not blame him. He literally got turned on a few rounds back, and it was pretty embarrassing, Veer. I did clip that. It will be going up a little later on.
Savage.
I'm trying to get there, Day. I'm trying to keep up.
You're doing a pretty good job thus far here, Verdict, and yeah, looking at this next round, it's a 2-for-1 trade in favor of FN420. Make it a 3-for-1, 4-for-1 as Balance takes Warback down, and Naples left alone once again in a 1 versus 4. Got players pushing up, misses the shot on Balance. That's going to be the 4-2 lead going over in favor of FN420, who are starting to storm away with this series a little bit.
Yep, no storm here in EU. This is all, you know, a little bit of FN420 just storming away with the lead, though, however. So, I won't give Chigs the satisfaction of hearing me say stay moist, but I just said it, so that'll be the only time you'll ever hear it in a Mobile Mayhem broadcast. Lydia, literally fragging out right now. 9 kills on board, finds 2 to open things up. And when she is on right now. Naples is going to be able to find 1 for the trade, but Veer coming through with some energy. Oh my god, Naples finds a way to nerf Lydia, but Balance going to be able to get the trade. Now it's going to be left to Vorvac. 1v3, bombs in his hands. That's the only thing he's got going for him.
Sometimes that's just the way it goes, and right now we're looking about to be a 5-2 lead as Slayer finds Warvac pulling out that the Deagle once again. He's been absolutely frying with it. And gotta say, this has been a pretty phenomenal match so far, if I do say so myself.
It's been one, you know, and FN420 not holding back. You can see Qlash, they're competing, man. Zed, I said he was going to have a breakout game. He's got 8 on board. He's top fragging for his team. Definitely not top fragging in the lobby. That is single-handedly Lydia, who is now opted to snipe and is a damn good shot, too. So, 2 come through. Naples and Nutella dropped. Can FN420 find this last round? It's match point. It is also game point. Veer finds 1. Warvac gets the trade. Slayer's down, but Warvac has to play his life. He's going to be taken down. It is all on Zed. Can he make the 1v3 a dream? Or will we not see a game 3? It's certainly looking like we're going to see this one over in 2. Balance pushing out. Knows the location. Is going to play his life. Peeks up the top side. Misses the first shot. Lydia on the prowl as well. Does have the DOQ at hand. Hits the shots, and that is going to be it. Lydia picks up 10. A 6-2 convincing win in the Search and Destroy. Qlash, he came through with a lot of fire, but obviously not enough to take down the likes of FN420. So a solid series indeed. Hardpoint got a little bit out of hand, but it was certainly spicy in the beginning. This one, we flipped sides, and it was no turning back for FN420. So 20 points going to be earned. That is going to give them that, you know, that potential playoff berth that we're looking at. That's, you know, the grand scheme of things. We're looking at who's going to finish in that top 6. Who's going to finish in, you know, that top 2 as well. As I don't think either of these 2 teams have any, or especially FN420, I don't think they have a shot at a top 2 spot. But certainly looking for a playoff berth. And that win certainly puts them in that contestant.
All right, well, the 6-2 win is going to come through in favor of FN420. They're going to pick up the 2-0 in the series. And largely on the back, for the Search and Destroy at least, of Lydia coming through with 11 kills on the board. Mare and Balance each with 8, Veer with 7, Slayer coming through with 4, which I think 3 of them were deagle kills, so always exciting to see there. Zed popped off for the side of Qlash, 10 kills on the board for them, 6 for Naples, 5 for Goz, Warback with
Ghazi.
3, and Nutella with 2. Ghazi, okay, we'll go with Ghazi.
Yeah. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but that's how I see it.
I don't know either.
Yeah. Well, you know, I said Qlash was going to get, you know, some decent rounds in. I said that they were going to be led by Nepal's, and said, sure enough, they came through. Not enough to buy us a game 3, though, so I can't be mad at that. All right, that is going to bring us to a conclusion for that series. We're going to get geared up for our next series, which, again, is right around the corner. As you already saw it, the players are anxious to join in. It looks like we might be starting up sooner than expected. So while we get everything ready and rock and roll, we're going to take a short intermission. So a kind word from COD Mobile beforehand. 2 kind words, actually. And then a short intermission while we get the teams and matches ready to go. Don't go anywhere. We got plenty of Mobile Mayhem. 2 series left on board. That's right. We got 4 series tonight. We are not under-delivering in that category. So don't go anywhere, guys. We shall be right back after this break. Alrighty, guys and girls, we are here for it. Series number 3, the mile marker, or the highlight match of the night. I was talking about my mile marker. That's right, guys. We reached 10K. We did it. Absolutely love the energy, guys. Gals, I wouldn't be here without you. And sure enough, Trovo, I need that plaque ASAP. AK117 not found. That's right, AK117 not found. 117 not found. And Animus set to take off here in a best of 3 format day. This is definitely going to be a series worth watching. So I am digging the vibes. I've seen the players joining in the lobby, and I think we're ready to rock and roll that in. But best of 3 is not updated? Question mark? What the heck?
Soon.
Okay.
Soon, TM.
Soon is not quick enough. Right now, I do see the rotations there. Oh, well, that was a lot sooner than expected. It isn't 100% on board, but the best of 3 is ready to roll. Standoff hardpoint is where we're going to start the match off, followed by takeoff search and destroy. We're not guaranteed that game 3, but if we do see it, if 117 show up and find one of these first 2 games, we're going to see that Summit domination. 117 not found have opted to ban hardpoint Summit, and Animus have opted to ban search and destroy on raid. So does look like the players are ready to rock and roll. It does look like we got all 5 green check marks across the top and all 5 green check marks across the bottom. Dave, what are your predictions? I need to hear it ASAP.
Well, I definitely think that you have 2 incredible teams facing off against each other right now. Obviously, Animus has been, one of those teams to watch. We've seen their ups, we've seen their downs, but you could argue the exact same thing for the side of FN420. I would say overall, Animus probably have a bit more edge in respawns, but I think it's really a toss-up for Search and Destroy. I mean, obviously a team coached by Zim, you can expect to do well in Search and Destroy, but we've obviously seen what the side of 117 not found is able to bring to the table.
Yep, right now we're seeing a little bit of a back and forth affair here. This courtyard turned into a graveyard for sure. First few points going to go in favor of the side of that Zim coached Animus squad, but 117 not found. Have certainly found a little bit of hill time here that is much needed. You can't allow your opponents to rack up this uncontested time, and if you're Animus, you need the break to come through quick, at least a contest. Marvel gonna find the shots, takes down 1, but it's not enough to get the break. Jazz, aka the Spanish guy, gonna find 3 in the feed, but he's gonna be taken down. Drari probably should have been one of your stage 5 MVPs. If they had a fan vote, I would have voted for him 100 times over. Certainly an S+ tier player, Creed, and I know if you're hearing this, you know that I mean it. Right now, S+ tier or not, 37 points and counting for the side of 117 not found. Certainly a big dub on P1.
Yeah, looking pretty solid so far as we've got a 30-point lead for the side of 117 not found. Obviously, that could change at any point, especially as we get over to a P4. We're still a ways away, but that is one of the most decisive hills on this map. A 1-for-1 trade on the backside there. You can see Marvel and Grizz now making that rotation over, looking to play their field, but there's going to be good 2s played by the side of 117 not found as they make the break on into the hill. Now can they force the side of Animus off of the spawns on the gas station there and maybe get them spawning out? Unfortunately for Dark Wizard, he spawns out and is actually going to go ahead and make that rotation over towards next. Jazz staying behind, going to take down Grizz, contesting the hill for a bit. Animus make the break, but there's not enough time on the hill for them to tie things up. And you can largely see that now 117 not found are setting up for next, but Animus making a brilliant rotation over. They saw their opponents were moving out. They leave Marvel behind to fend on the hill. He's going to win that one against Lucky. Going to pick up a large bit of that scrap time remaining. Weren't able to make the break to P3 though.
No, they're not. They're actually going to be on the outskirts here, outsiders in this P3 top blue area where all the action is about to come through and predominantly held by the side of 117 not found. I got to say the transitions and rotations have been absolutely crucial, and 117 not found have just absolutely owned this P3 site. Now, the break came through early. Will we see an early break here for Animus? I don't think so. 2 players spawning out. Looking for a little bit of that backside rotation. Grizz actually going to get caught on the transition. Karma pulling out the Death Machine. Marvel up top for the contest. Finds 1. Will it be enough, though? Marvel not going to contest. The Death Machine is just going to be firing away. It is going to be wasted in Narcs. Beautifully placed Gravity Vortex is going to find 2 in the feed, and that is going to be the break that they need. But even if they hold it, not going to be enough to tie things up. And as a matter of fact, everyone is abandoned ship. And you can see it. Those last 15 seconds going to be vacated. The early rotations of this P4 site is going to be favoring the side of 117 not found, but they're kind of spread thin. They got 2 players spawning right there on that old spawn site, and Narcs looking for the players up top is going to find Jazz, but Jazz going to win that one. And maybe a P4 up in the air for the time being. It is certainly not going to be up in the air as Jazz pulls out the Sparrow. Hold down the hilltop, and that's going to lead us to our first solicit in. We're going to go ahead and jump in with 117 not found. See how they hold this P4 site, which is devastating so far. We'll see how the comms sound to go along with it.
Hey, brother.
Top muerto.
Está muerto.
Blue van.
Van por
Uno top.
Bueno, otro.
Uno top.
Uno top market. Una bala, Luke, ¿qué le está una bala?
Son dos. Uno muerto, otro más.
Otro, Luke.
Mostrado, chavales. Bueno.
Vale, recuperación estatua.
Medio una bala.
Muertísimo.
Otro, uno siguiente tocado, media vida. Está por broken.
Uno más side.
Broken side, buena.
Cuidado top market ahora, ¿vale? Cuidado top market.
Top Granis, uno.
Medio, coche
Otro medio y top market.
Top market Tani.
Una bala,
Top market Tani. Tiene humos. Humo medio,
Smokeo medio.
Vale, uno tractor, mira, necesito yo aquí,
Un broken side, muerto uno, otro más. Buena, Lucky.
Tractor.
Muerto el otro.
A ver, ayúdame a sacar el tractor. Ayúdame a sacar el detector.
Enemy
Uno está tú, bro. Tractor.
Está por dos.
Tres tractor. Medio muerto. Otro.
Está low. Entra.
Roto una bala.
Dos side.
Son tus gramas, bro.
Muerto.
Muerto side, otro muerto side.
Buena.
Yo por un Grammys.
Top
Next.
Granis.
Listo, Brani.
Una bala estatua.
Otro más, top, una bala.
Top Granis.
A lot of energy in those comms, man. I'm digging the vibes right now. They've got a 70-point advantage going into this P2 reset. We saw how the hold was for Animus. Don't have a lot of hope for them to make this hold as we see Lucky on the transition on the backside. Got to point out the comms are on point. Got to say I'm digging the energy this 117 team has brought to the table thus far. Lucky on the transition. Up top, we've got players holding it down. Jazz pulls out the Sparrow. Just an absolute beast. Finds 2 already. Looking for that 3rd. Surely the backside push is going to come through. Marvel coordinates perfectly. Cosmos, the only player up top. He's going to get taken down. The break comes through, but it's going to be short-lived. Karma up there. Narcs takes him down. Back and forth affair, but right now we're looking at a solid P2 break coming through early. Will it hold, though? That is the moment of truth. The players dropping left and right. Narcs going to utilize his grab vortex, holds the hill. And some much-needed time here for the side of Animus.
Yeah, definitely looking solid for both these teams. This is one of the more intense matchups of the night that we've been able to get. And we were talking with Image the other night about what some of the exciting matchups for tonight would be. This was obviously going to be one of them, and it is coming through and absolutely proving to be the case right now, Verdict. And that's something that we haven't had a ton of actually in either region. Here and there you get those one good matches, but we have seen matches that theoretically should be really good result in some not so great performances. So I'm glad this one's keeping us on the edge of our seat right now. Shark gonna get taken down by Cosmos. 13 kills on the board, but top frag for the lobby right now is Marvel, 24 and 18. Lucky and Jazz not far behind. Actually, Karma coming through with a couple kills there, bumps him up to 26.
Yeah, this is a bloody P3 transition, and I gotta say, on the first few rotations, 117 Not Found have absolutely dominated on those early transitions. As a matter of fact, you look at that P2 break, it comes through. The P3 transition the first time around fares for the side of 117 Not Found, and right now we've got a back and forth affair, but 50-point advantage coming through on this P4 site, where we do see again, split for the side of 117 not found, but one player left to deal with. Animus looking for the early advantage. They might get it here. They do take down one. That was Karma, who was the last one on point. Marvel going to pull out his death machine. And now I'm thinking, what about a quick listen in for the side of Animus to see how those comms? I know they're always exciting. We'll see how it sounds now that they've got a little bit of bread and butter here in this P4 rotation.
Watch this spawn, watch this spawn, watch this spawn.
I get my purifier on site.
Watch this spawn, guys, watch this spawn. Two dead. Nice.
One spawn.
Then,
Boxes. Watch
Nice,
spawn, watch spawn.
one more, run, don't pick.
Dead. Watch spawn.
Nice.
spawn low, Nice.
Watch out top, I'm going top. Take top.
Boxes. One more boxes.
Dead. Watch boxes. I got your T-spawn. One statue, one broken, one statue.
Voila, guys.
One boxes, shark, one boxes.
Dead. One more
Broken
statue.
dead.
Dead boxes. Mid. One more boxes. One mid. Good comeback. Keep up.
Two dead. Come on, guys.
Go boxes.
One more statue. Mid, broken.
Tank dead.
Watch broken. Watch my broken.
Garden.
I hold
Come
the
on,
spawn.
Walk inside, guys.
I hold the spawn.
Deli dead. Walk inside again. One more
I'm
Deli,
inside.
pushing side. I'm going
One more,
side.
guys.
Dead on side.
Middle.
One more, this machine dead.
Broken. Coming broken.
Purifier.
Broken dead. Watch Granite, maybe
Blue.
Granite.
Just side sharp. One more. Deli.
One more, Deli.
Deli, two Deli.
I'm watching your top, Grandma. Dead. But probably...
One more Deli. One broken, dead, one statue.
Broken.
One
Just
statue,
side.
one statue.
Broken. Just side like this. Broken.
One's on me. One's gas.
I get sent on side. Yes, one shot. Bottom Granny. Nice, one more outside. Deli.
Low.
Go on you. We don't win of it. Go on you.
I'm nading you.
Watch guys.
One broken.
Broken dead.
T-spawn, dead.
Guys. Dead guys.
Nice.
They always break it from mid. They always
T-spawn,
break it from mid. From T-spawn. Come T-spawn.
Gun is dead.
One shot.
Yo, comms on point. I gotta point out two of the things that I heard. One of the things was, I think it was Narks who was saying something along the lines of great comeback. They were starting to make that transition into P1. They wanted to celebrate a little bit of a short-term victory, and right now, that victory is looking a little brighter now that they've got the P2 sites. Heard another call out that was pretty crucial, and that was they always make the break from mid. And sure enough, right now the push is coming through from mid. Lucky's going up top. He's going to be held out. Drari went in two massive gunfights. The hill is going to be held, and Animus looking to run away with this lead. They could close it out here in P2 transitions. 30 seconds in. We don't see a break coming in as of yet. Karma up top is going to be taken down. One player left to work with. That is going to be Dark Wizard. On the flank is Jazz. Looking to be a disruptor. Finds Shark. Marvel going to win that gunfight, and that is going to close us out. 250 to 213. Day is not even left the VC. He is hypnotized by that energy that Animus brings to the table. Sure enough, here he is. Day, give us the insight. What were those comms like towards the end?
Well, all the way through to the end, those comms were absolutely fire, and they actually complemented each other there at the end. We were obviously talking last night about how important good communication can be for teams, and they all came through and talking about good comms there at the end of the game that helped them lock that one down, and it's a big comeback win for the side of Animus. And again, I'm glad this match has proven to be as good as it has so far. 250 to 213 win comes through for the side of Animus, and Narks just about hits that 40 bomb. But I mean, look at the kills across the board, dude. 39 for Narks, 34 for Marvel, 36 for Durari, 31 Grizz, 27 Shark. Look over the opposition, dude. It's not horribly different, with the exception of a couple outliers who theoretically are not that far behind the pack. Karma with 36, Lucky with 35, Jazz coming through with 31. Cosmos did struggle quite a bit at 20, and Dark Wizard Tilt with 22. But I gotta say, Dark Wizard and Cosmos actually started off that game on fire. So fell off a little bit, and that was Animus able to take the win. And this is kind of what we expected. We did say that Animus tend to be a little bit stronger of a team in respawns, but the Search and Destroy could definitely be a toss-up here.
It could, but I gotta say, 117 not found, certainly showing up as a consistent team today. This has probably been one of their better hardpoint maps. The early transitions favored them. They got the breaks when necessary. Everything kind of just started to fall apart after that P4 second time around. You go to that P1, just a dominant hold by Shark. He picked up 2 minutes in the objective. And I think that was the game-changing moment for the side of Animus. They didn't have any advantages coming into that. As a matter of fact, they closed the gap that was 50 points down to about 10. And sure enough, the P1 reset comes through. They hold what they can get. And then we heard Narcs call out, set up for new. Why? Because they knew that they can hold the site. They had predicted where the push was going to come from, and they shut it down. That adapting in real time was on point. And Animus come through with a smooth 250 to 213. Possibly one of the best hardpoint games we've seen all year.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you on that. That was a phenomenal match, and I'm super excited for this search and destroy because there's a lot of sniping talent on both of these teams, and that is typically where your snipers are going to reign supreme. And on a map like Takeoff, there's a lot of long angles that you can really. So I'm excited for it. Does look like we're just waiting on 1 or 2 players to get readied up, and we'll get you guys into the action. And hopefully the search is as exciting as that hardpoint was.
Oh, it was definitely that brought me to if I wasn't awake before then. I certainly woke up then, bro. They were on fire. It was a back and forth affair. Animus just showing up in the latter half of that match, putting up some solid rotations. The rotations came through. I gotta say, 117 Not Found certainly had a better transition game. The holds were there. Everything was there. Just Animus came through with a solid P4 hold. They get a majority of it. The P1 reset, they come through. They put their foot on the hill for as long as they possibly could without overextending. Narcs making sure they didn't overextend. They set up for new properly. They know where the push is going to come from, and that's exactly where things just got out of hand for 117 Not Found. They couldn't get the break. It was shut down. An absolute beast of a game, number 1. Now we're looking at a Takeoff Search and Destroy being a deciding factor if we see that game 3. And we all love a Summit domination. Well, guess what? It's going to have to come on the backs of the side of 117 Not Found, putting up a solid game 2 Search and Destroy Takeoff day. We're taking off here, Search and Destroy. We're going to see that game 3 here. I need to hear your input.
Well, we definitely could. It's going to be a tough one for the side of 117 Not Found. Again, Animus has a phenomenal coach, and they do play really tight together. And we've seen both these teams with their inconsistencies. It's really going to come down to, in my opinion, which team's snipers perform the best here, right? That's ultimately the reality. We know how good Lucky is. We know how good Dark Wizard Tilt can be. You look over at the opposition, bro, we've got Marvel and Narcs here. I mean, this is a search and destroy matchup of a lifetime.
It is indeed. Karma and Lucky combining for 2 of their own. Bomb does go down, and now it's just a waiting game. Karma patiently waiting around the corner. Grizz going to find 1. Makes it a little easier of a hold here. Narcs finding 2. And this is it. The push. Karma and Jazz left alone. Cosmos does reconnect, so maybe a little bit of a disconnect there. Narcs, last one alive. Taking shots from mid, not able to play his live. Jazz is going to be able to find the bomb defuse, and it is a spicy one off the rip. We've seen 9 players drop, only 1 left alive, and that was Jazz who picked up that last kill. Certainly a great way to start the Search or Destroy.
Bomb spotted. Destroy the objective. Bomb acquired.
I see your mouth moving, Dave, but I don't hear any words coming out. Just saying.
Hello, testing.
Hello?
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, I hear you now.
All right. I always lean up against the button on this mic. I need to figure that out. But yeah, I mean, I'm all for the game 3 here. This is a matchup of Titans, especially in the Search and Destroy scheme of things. And this round looks like it's going to bounce back to the side of Animus. The game 3, I don't care who wins, but I'm cheering for 117 Not Found, all Search and Destroy.
All right, well, a better, convincing round from the side of Animus. As a matter of fact, I don't think anybody dropped that round. It was a solid rotation, and I don't know how, but For some reason, this B site, which I never see get, you know, first priority, is taking first priority, and it's kind of working out. I think it's got it throwing 117 not found off, and Jazz taking some shots. Karma with the two-piece, make it 3. He doesn't miss. Drari able to find one. Narc's able to find one as well, but damage is done. Narc's looking for the transition. He is going to get caught in the open, but he's going to be able to stay alive. Drari picks up a nice two-piece to even things up. Now Karma and Dark Wizard left into 2v2. Narcs and Drari. Will we see 117 not found take the advantage again in this round now as we see the A-bomb plan coming through for Narcs. Dark Wizard up top. Looking for the transition. Spots Narcs. Not able to hit a shot, but got to see Karma come through. Dark Wizard's out. Drari. Literally one shot. The trade. Oh, you gotta be a little quicker on that one. And you gotta hit those shots, Karma. That's tough.
Yeah.
You saw him. He hesitated, and I think that's where he went wrong.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and that could have gone around a different way. Obviously, it's all on chance at that point, but it is going to be Animus taking the 2-1 lead so far in Search and Destroy. We've got 2 more rounds of an Animus offense here. We'll have to see if they can capitalize on it. You can see the bomb is pushing up the A side. You have Jazz about to run right into Grizz. He's going to find that kill. Narcs now on the chase. Can't find the refrag. And that's going to be 2 for 1 open as Lucky takes down Durari.
Yeah, man, I know I could hear Grizz pop off saying, get my trade, get my trade. It just didn't happen. You saw Narcs kind of fire off, kind of give away his location. He had to fall back. Now it's a 3v5. 170 to round of their own, and will they be able to find it here? If they get a 2-player advantage, certainly needs to come this round. Jazz finding a frag with a literal frag. Shark drops. Roden, I'm going to need that screenshot. I just saw you reconnect there. Marvel and Narcs, the 2 possibly best snipers in EU on the same team. And then you look on the flip side of things, in the same lobby, we've got Lucky and Dark Wizard. Lucky, who is not sniping this round. And Dark Wizard, who doesn't have a single kill on board. Narcs and Marvel could make something shake here. Bomb's going to get picked up, but we all see at Stadium, this side of the map, certainly covered here for the side of 117 not found.
Well, definitely a lot of opportunity for either of these teams. It does right now look like we're going to have things all tied up, but a well-placed grenade from Narcs bounces on the wall, impacts Jazz, takes him down. Marvel's able to find a refrag before Carmen takes him down, but now Narcs getting shot in the back, switches over to the Type 25. Can he get the turn? Almost takes down Lucky, but Dark Wizard Tilt is here to close the round out, tying things up, and my goodness, this has been a phenomenal game.
Phenomenal game indeed. You know, 117 not found. I didn't want to point this out because I was trying to give the benefit of the doubt to Cosmos, but Cosmos holding back in the hard point right now, sitting on a goose egg, and we've got a 2-2. What is going on with Cosmos? You know what? Lucky and Jazz able to combine for 3, and I guess we'll forgive Cosmos' performance here in the search. Because Narcs and Marvel, yet again, the last 2 players alive, and they got 4 to deal with. Narcs holding down P2 staircase, taking shots from every direction, is now going to have to fend off this push from Jazz, who's on the staircase. He wins those. Marvel left alone in a 1v4. Miracle Maker, Karma up top, Lucky down low, too slow. 3-2 lead now as we flip sides. Can 117 not found be consistent on the attack now? They're going to have to rely on those first frags coming through. When Cosmo's still on a goose egg, this might be a wild goose chase for 3 more rounds.
Could quite be the case. We'll see as we continue to get on into it. Obviously, there's a lot of talent on both of these teams, and they are coming through, showing it. Neither team wants to give any sort of edge right now. And it's going to be a 2-for-1 trade to open things up for the side of 117 not found. And this is exactly why I said, you know, Animus, a little bit stronger in the respawns, but a search and destroy, you can't sleep on 117 not found. And Narcs was looking for the turn. He's been taking shots, gonna get taken down by Jazz. That's gonna leave it a 2 versus 4 as Marvel is able to find 2 before getting taken down. Durari finds Dark Wizard as well. It's now 1v1 Jazz versus Durari. Are we gonna tie things up here?
Baby,
no, we're not.
Jazz doesn't
with the
miss.
slide.
Yo, good shots. I was very... If that was Cosmos, we might have seen a tied matchup, but that was not Cosmos. That was Jazz, the Spanish guy. He recently changed his name back to, you know, the name that we know him by is Jazz heart face. Love it.
Grenade out.
We've got a spicy one day. We are 4-2, 2 rounds away from 117 not found. Finding it game 3, and Lucky takes a little bit of damage, but is able to stay alive. Grizz on the bottom side of the balcony side here. This P4 rotation. Drari is a demon right now. 8 on board for the team. Leading this Animus roster is going to find another one. Oh my god, Drari get turned on. Jazz, demon time activated. 11 kills on board. Finds one more player up top, possibly, if he could find the 12. Not going to find anybody. I'm taking a look at Shark. He's actually on top construction. So 3v3. Make it a 3v2 because we haven't seen Cosmos put anything on board yet.
So far, that's the case. But, you know, this could be the round. He could find all 3 right here. 0-5. Not likely. But Jazz absolutely carrying from the side of 117 not found. 11 kills on the board. Drari is the closest on the side of Animus. He's down. Sitting at 8-5 right now. So Marvel, Grizz, Shark. Marvel gets taken down. But the refrag does come through onto Jazz. Shark finds Lucky now. Cosmos left alone in the 1v2.
Baby.
He's going to pick up his first kill onto Shark. Can he clutch this one up for the team is the real question here. The bomb is planted. He's in a position of defense. Catches Grizz, throwing utility, and takes him down. Like I said, can't count Cosmos out, even if he's been having a rough game. And he clutches that one up for the team.
You know, those 2 kills might be your only 2 kills of the game, but I'll take them because those were the biggest 2 kills you could have gotten. Putting us in match point or game point here. Side of 117 not found. Showing up and showing out here in this search and destroy. We saw the hard point. It was a solid one. Matter of fact, it was a battle tooth and nail to the very end. Smoke comes through. A-side push. Drari right here to answer the door, but is going to be taken down. Cosmos is on a baby burner, bro. Heating up here in the later portion of this search and destroy. I asked, and he has delivered. The bomb plant's going to go along with it. Jazz going to get dropped in the back. That might not be the best play here. Shark finds a nasty 2-piece. They're looking for some life. He gets the ace, baby. One more down. Oh, Marvel, you dirty dog. How did you do that? Why did you do that? I guess, look, you know, you got 4 players left alive. Shark gets the bomb defuse, a little bit of redemption, but that was the ace that Shark needed. He needed that last player. He had 4. That's tough. And now we got 5-3. We are firm believers if a team can 5-3 rounds, they can find 3 more. That is a saying that Day said, and I stand and live by now.
Absolutely. And as we get into this game, it is match point still for the side of 117 not found. That is going to keep Animus on their toes. They can really not afford to make a mistake here, Verdict. And, well, let me tell you, both of these teams are currently known to make mistakes. We have not seen a ton of consistency from these guys. Obviously, I think one of the biggest ones for Animus was that upset by Anarchy. Granted, different roster than we have for Anarchy now, and still a phenomenal team. But, you know, that's a matchup I would have expected Animus to storm away with, let alone get 2-0'd.
No, I was right on board with it. Obviously, we seen a lot happen since then. Anarchy, probably not the same team that they were when they beat Animus. The team's a lot different. They made a lot of roster changes since. Narc's looking for the jump shot, lines it up. Lucky, very fortunate to stay alive. Drari, however, is going to find the shots there. Takes down one. That's Dark Wizard, who hasn't had the best game as of yet. As a matter of fact, he's sitting on 2. I was picking on Cosmos earlier, and maybe I should have been picking on Dark Wizard. Probably one of the better sniper talents that this team has to offer, and actually not being able to produce. Lucky has swapped over to the sniper role as well. We can see Grizz gonna rotate back. The push comes through on this B side. They're looking for P3 control. Karma doing some decent work on the mid control. Does find Drari. 1-for-1 trades. We got about 15 seconds in this round, and this round might be over before we even see it. Shark gets taken advantage of. Karma picks up his 9th. Good positioning from Karma. Marvel up top, looking for the frags. He does. Find one. That might be it. The bomb plant gonna be denied. 1 second on the clock. Marvel putting down 2 for the price of 1. That bomb was 1 second away from being planted, but Marvel, 9 kills on board, finds those last 2 players. It didn't matter what happened after that because he had another player left alive. Marvel, 200 IQ plays there, catches that bomb carrier. And now we're in a 5-4 scenario. Is 117 not found choking? Is that what we're seeing right here? We had a 5-2 day.
Yeah, looking to be a solid game. Could we see Animus continue to make the comeback? They need to find 2 more rounds, but this time around it is first blood in favor of 117 not found. And with the bomb plant to come through with it, 5 players alive, you gotta imagine this defense is doable. Narcs gonna take down Cosmos, brings it back to a 4v4. We've got 30 seconds or less on the clock. Karma gonna find one. Durari finds Dark Wizard. We're at a 3v3 right now. Verdict, what an intense matchup we have going on. Lucky takes down Durari, and now it's Marvel and Shark left alone to clutch this one up for the team.
Yep, they got about 18 seconds, and with Marvel dropping, not a lot of hope here. Karma, oh my god, Karma!
Nice work.
Spider senses tingling. Turns the corner, absolutely rails Shark, and we've got a game 3 on our hands. 6-4 win for 117 not found. I was looking at it, man. I was thinking, man, 117 not found? You're not choking this game 2, are you? Are you robbing us of a game 3 life? Sure enough, come through with high energy. Big plays, big brains. And a solid second game. For 117 not found. Taking a look at it right here. 13 kills on board for Jazz. 12 on board for Karma. Lucky picks up 8. Cosmos and Dark Wizard, big Fs. Only combined for 5. That's tough. 9 kills for Shark. Drari with 10. He's that entry fragger. And I believe Grizz and him share that category as much as I've seen them play. Drari is a demon. He just showed up a little better than Grizz this time around. Narc's only picking up 5, so not a lot of sniper influence in this matchup. I think Marvel picked up a few snipes. Lucky did towards the end, but he didn't snipe the first few rounds. A lot of Type 25 play. So 6-4 win. We're going to a game 3, baby.
Hey, game 3, like I said, we're here for it, especially if these two teams are going to continue to give us intense matchups. So definitely here's to hoping. And well, like I said before, I do think Animus is a bit stronger of a respawn team. So I believe Animus will probably come through with the win here, but it is going to be pretty difficult.
Yeah, certainly is. I don't think 117 going to give it to them easy. I think based off that hardpoint game, they gave Animus a run for their money. As a matter of fact, they had him, pinned down for the first few hill rotations, and some solid early transitions came through. They were able to get a few breaks along the way, and right now we're looking at a game 3 where Domination Summit is going to be the deciding factor who takes these 15 points. One of these teams are going to walk away victorious, and if Animus don't, could definitely hinder them for that top 2 slot. As I'm taking a look at the standings as of right now, they're not in a comfortable second spot. As a matter of fact, they have a hell of a series ahead of them next Thursday against Nova, which also could put them in a very difficult spot. So we've got a second place team that possibly could fall if they aren't able to pick up these 15 points. So I'm taking a look at the spread too. I think 117 not found need to find these points too, because we pretty much locked down some top 6 teams. If Omni don't come through with a win today, they are certainly out. All right, players are going to be flip-flopping. Looks like we're going to be flip-flopping as well, so let me take a look. It does look like we've got everything. Oh, well, look at that. Didn't even have to ask anybody to make the flips. They took the initiative. Imagine that. I love it. We're geared up. We're readied up. 2 players actually going to be lacking those green check marks. Make it 1 now. Jazz, Spanish guy. Can we see this game 3? Chat, I need to know, who do you think wins this summit? Summit domination. If it was Seminole in the lobby, I would say Seminole, but I think they actually play Fire Range Hardpoint better, though. So maybe I need to reassess my, NA teams. EU right now is the subject at hand, and I don't know. Animus is a toss-up. They lost on this map to Anarchy. Game 3. It was Faints who picked up like 10 in the feed to begin the match. I don't know. I think it's anybody's up for grab. As a matter of fact, everyone for Animus went negative that game. Is now that I'm thinking about it.
Well, we'll see as we're getting ready to get into the domination. It's a domination on Summit. We know this can be an incredibly strong map for teams that have good control. We will see right now if Animus can come through with that teamwork and communications that we heard from in the first game. And maybe, you know, we'll see.
Enemy taking A.
Not holding anything back now. We're going to see C and A cap come through. 3 players pushing through the top side. Grizz going to find 2, make it 3. Grizz just on a burner right now, picking up possibly his 4, takes that pressure off. Oh my god. They prevent the C cap. They get the flip early on, and they are looking for an early B cap too. They're going to get it. The triple cap may have not came through, but C and B certainly are.
Yeah, definitely looking good right now. The CB comes through for the side of Animus. C is the strong side, so they have an opportunity to grab a lot of points here. Grizz currently on a 5 combo, and we do have Narcs on a 3 as well. So we'll have to see what kind of streaks they can bring to the table. Oh, Marvel almost gets taken down. Eventually does get taken down by Jazz there. See Grizz just about on his pred. That could be a really strong tool to have. That gets taken down by Jazz. The 5 combo is knocked, but Narcs on a 4 of his own, make it a 5 as he gets the refrag for the team. Coming up on a pred of his own, finds the kill. That's 1 streak on board. Can he get the lightning strike and the cluster as well? Almost gonna drop. Jazz takes him down as well. But can we get a C flip for the side of 117 not found? That's the real question here.
It is a real question. You can see Narc spawns right up top. C site is going to take some bullets from mid. B site's going to be compromised. Looks like 2 players there for the side of 117 not found, but they have not found the B cap coming through, and that's going to be Grizz shutting it down. 2 on the board. Is going to be able to put his toes on it. The A flip comes through. C site is going to be capped. We'll see if that... Oh my goodness. Grizz hit fire on point for 1, but the second one just not hitting. And the A cap going to be flipped yet again. Predator missile comes through, but the trophy system's 200 IQ. Grizz looking for the transition through mid. He's going to find 1 in connector. 2, 3. No, Dark Wizard shuts him down, but damage is done. Nobody there for the push with Karma. Dark Wizard finds his second. He is going to be shut down by Shark, who finds a nasty 2-piece of his own. And we're looking at a back-and-forth affair here for A and C, but nobody able to make anything happen on this B site. Animus just absolutely owning the middle side of the map.
Yeah, you are absolutely right, and they are dominating the scoreboard as well. Up 30 points over their opponents so far with seemingly no desire to slow down. Triple cap comes through temporarily. The C is going to flip. That's an opportunity for the side of 117 not found, but the B progress is stopped. Karma going to get taken down by Narcs, but Cosmos with the gravity vortex going to pick up 1. Lucky finds another. Can we get the B cap? Sure enough. There's not enough time, even with the double cap, for the comeback to happen, but they can certainly narrow the gap a bit here.
No, I don't think so. Sharks coming through with the nasty Annihilator. Able to find 2. Looking for that B cap single-handedly. 2 players put in a lot of work. A little bit of do-si-do. A quick triple cap. Going to be overturned. A and C. Now C back in favor of Animus. This is a little bit of a back-and-forth affair, but primarily dominated by the side of Animus. As a matter of fact, no double caps coming through for a substantial amount of time. With Shark using his Annihilator earlier, definitely held back that B cap from coming through. Now we're going to see the B cap come back in favor. Lucky looking for the triple. He's going to get shut down. The flip does come through, so we're going to see all of the players from 117 not found on the C site, but the B site going to be held. Cosmos the only player there, though.
Well, we will see. Right now, it's been a strong lead for the side of Animus, but we can see with the C flip coming through, it's been a big comeback so far for the side of 117 not found, and I believe they'll have the C side start for the next half, so maybe they can make the comeback happen. The benefit on the second half is you're not limited to a 100-point scoreline, but the C flip starting to come through. Looks like A, triple cap for a second. C now coming through. 5 points to go for the side of Animus. We do have a pred for Dark Wizard. I'm hoping he doesn't call that or the lightning strike in this half as it's about to dwindle away. And the B at the last second going to come through, and that is going to end the round with the 100 to 78 or 79 scoreline. 19 seconds left on the clock. That was intense.
That was intense. 21 points separate the two, and it could have been a lot worse had 117 not found a little bit of time on the split objectives and able to cap the B site, get a quick triple cap. It turned quickly though. C side is going to be in their favor this time around. No, this is the A side. So, oh, I thought they were on the C side to begin with. So, well, I guess they were. This is tough. Animus actually going to have the advantage here in the second half. We saw the C side actually get shut down quickly. It happened so quick, Dave, we forgot that Animus spawned C, or spawned A to begin with.
You're right, I totally forgot. Oh no. Oh, that's pain.
That is pain. Suffering as well will go along with it. Jazz looking to hold off this connector site. Does find one in Grizz. The A side flip comes through. The double cap is going to be short-lived, though, now as 117 not found. Early flip in their favor. Jazz with a nasty 4-piece in the feed, shutting it down, holding the push off. They might be able to get the B off this. Lucky pushes connector site. Shark taking some shots down the staircase. He's going to get shut down. The B and C comes through early, and that is going to be a great opportunity for us to jump in for the comms of 117 not found. Kind of see how those comms sound as they have a little bit more control in the second half.
Una bala C está en la esquina abajo tuya.
Hay uno, bueno, otro más B, creo, por conector.
Tengo top, uno top. Otro top.
Dos conector. Buena.
Vamos a
He nacido de nada,
Top tocado.
Ellos también están.
Bueno, voy a limpiar.
Hemos ido.
Otro más, L2, aparece C.
Sí, han sido
Vamos B, vamos B.
12 muertos.
Estoy contigo, Karma,
Otro más C.
Meto a ni para ver.
Solo es uno en C, solo es uno.
Son dos. Uno top.
Sigue top.
Hay que
Me
limpiar.
falta B, vamos a
¿verdad?
subir escaleras. Vamos a ir para B. Va.
Uno en medio de B. Sí.
Había no uno, sino dos.
Hay uno en B, media vida.
Y uno más en B. Uno más en top, la parte de top. Vamos a seguir computers. ¿La puerta de top? Conector. La ventana. Joder, tío.
Otro más, escaleras, calvo.
No, ve Ani.
Ya de piña full.
Que sea conector, de Ani.
Buena.
Limpiar B.
Si tenéis gacha, tirarla.
Muertos, otro más B, es solo su...
Va. Tenemos tiempo,
Hay que limpiar, chavales, y matar.
All right, B side back in favor of Animus now. They are about 10 points behind, but surely, a little bit of pressure here in the early portion of this Dom game, or early portion of the second half. But Animus, they are slaying out. I still am, confused as to how they don't have a very big lead right now, Dave.
Enemy in sight.
Yeah, I mean, this is such an intense game right now. 5 points separate these two teams. The BC is in favor of Animus, so theoretically they have an advantage here. The A flip now coming in. I don't know if that's the play, as we've got... Actually, look at how split the spawns came through for the side of 117 not found. If Dark Wizard can find Narcs, it might be good. Cosmo's going to take him down, but you still don't really want the A side here. Having that C side top spawn is incredibly powerful, but they're pushing on up towards B. Can they get it locked down long enough to come through with the win? The Grab Vortex going to take down Grizz. Lucky going to take down Shark. The B cap comes through. The spawns are split. Why did Grizz spawn way back A side? What the heck?
Yeah, you can see it now. Battle for A site as well as that B site. Sudden death. We're in a little bit of a time pinch here. Lucky looking for the shots to come through. He's going to find one. The A side is not going to get capped. And you can see it. Time just kind of falling. One player there. Shark going to get a little bit of help with the Purifier. Lucky! Oh, no! But the B cap does come through. Animus have the advantage. Can they hold off this C flip? There's 3 players spawning up top. B side is looking to be taken out as well, but Dark Wizard going to be taken down by Narcs, who's got the grab vortex. C-Cap comes in. We're tied. A does come through. 15 seconds on the clock, and that is going to be Narcs coming through with the Predator Missile of Death. Finds one. GG. Triple Cap comes through. Animus going to be able to take it on the backs of 10 seconds left on the clock. Well played. All 3 games came through just absolutely fire, and I'm damn near out of breath, Dave.
Yeah, I gotta be honest with you, man. That was such a crazy, intense matchup. I'm glad we got to see it. And with the 6-point win, time expiring, Animus come through with the Game 3 victory. Gotta say, I'm happy that 117 Not Found have stepped their game up. And they looked solid in that match doing so. And, man, just what a phenomenal match for the teams.
You called it right there. 191 to 186. Who's spoiled?
6, 4, so
Dark
2,
spoiled?
It's a draw. Stand down.
6.
Yeah, but he just said GG's. They didn't
11,
win though, so y'all definitely got baited.
Looks like a 13 kill advantage for the side of Animus. So very, very close.
It was very, very close, but in the first half, it was not close. So maybe a little bit of a second half berth coming through for the side of 117 Not Down, but not enough to recover. 191 to 185. A solid game 3. The late triple cap comes through, and that sealed the deal. It was like 10 seconds left to go. Phenomenal series, and I'm so glad that this 117 Not Found team showed up and put their best foot forward. Cosmos, only time I've seen him go positive this entire season. 25 and 23. Got to give him a shout out. 13 caps for Lucky. 23 and 29. 34 and 26 for Jazz. Karma was expecting him to have a better game. Didn't see that. That's tough. Definitely one of my favorite players in this EU scene. Showed up in Stage 5 and put on probably one of the best clutches in Search and Destroy we'll ever see in a big stage format in COD Mobile. That nade that he tossed from the corner building, just absolutely clutch. Not going to be clutch enough to win this game 3. Animus is going to steal it. 191 to 185, and I am just... I'm exhausted. That was a hell of a series.
That was a crazy good series. Crazy good series. Anybody in chat who thinks EU is boring is nuts.
Well, I mean, anybody from last week who watched could definitely say it was boring, and I'd have been okay with that. But this week, we are seeing some bangers coming through. 2-1 win for the side of Animus. We're taking a look at the results from the day if you haven't. Or if you didn't catch any of the games beforehand, we saw a 2-0 win from Nova over EuroElite. They certainly showed up and put up some solid performance in the hardpoint. The Search and Destroy, little bit of Nova playing with their food. FN420 pick up a 2-0 win over Qlash. Animus damn near lost another series right there. 117 Not Found, certainly putting up and making sure that their name is not tarnished. Said it a little bit about consistency. Well, they showed up with a lot of consistency in all of that 3-game spread. As a matter of fact, I don't think I saw... The only dominant performance was in the Search and Destroy, and that was 117 Not Found. The hardpoint, nail-biter. Domination, even more of a nail-biter. 10 seconds literally separated these two teams from victory. One of them being Animus, able to take the dub, though. So, man, I think we're due for a break day. I think we've earned it. I think we're going to take that intermission before we get into our last series of the night, which is going to be Omniscient and Elysium. So, guys, don't go anywhere. We're going to take a moment to hear a word from COD Mobile. We'll be right back after this intermission, though. So, don't go anywhere. Last series of the night. And finally, our last and final matchup of the night, Omniscient and Elysium Day. You know, we were talking about this matchup, and right now, I don't know what to think. Right now, I'm looking at the lobby, and it does appear that we're going to see a 4v5. Omniscient certainly trying to make a top 6 slap. Going to be slightly... Oh, I'm probably delivering an understatement here. Going to be more difficult to overcome a 4v5 now that I see it in play. And Elysium might be able to pick up a dub here. But I mean, I don't know what else to say. I just wanted this Omniscient team to deliver a lot more than we saw this season, and right now they are playing a 4v5 without Denicio, so I won't
They stormed through challengers, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
or qualifiers. I mean,
Yeah,
they were uncontested, didn't drop a map,
yeah.
and then they got 2-0'd by Illuminati, and that's obviously more so saying that Illuminati played really well, but
Well, you know what? We're not even going to go ahead and build up the suspension. We're just going to go ahead and dive into it. Hardpoint, Hackney Yard is where we're going to start the action at. Raid, Search, and Destroy will be game number 2. We're not promising game 3, but again, if we do, it will be for a second time Summit Domination. Elysium has opted to ban Hardpoint Takeoff, and Omniscient have opted to ban, thank God. It's a 4v5. There's no way possible you win a Hardpoint Crossfire, so 200 IQ from them. Certainly makes things interesting now as we are gearing up for a game number 1, best of 3 format. Obviously, the side of Omni are having to 4v5, and that's quite all right. We'll see how they fare now, as Hackney Yard Hardpoint is where we start the action, and we haven't seen a Hackney Yard Hardpoint in a while. So, if they're able to win this, I will be extremely surprised. But I guess I'm got to be optimistic.
well, we'll see as things continue to get spicy here. Verdict 4v5, not looking great, but at the same time, Omni has had some decent matchups recently. Even you look at their last week performance of the 4v5, they had some good games at a 4v5, right? I mean, that is sadly the truth, but they almost I gotta say played better than previous weeks. So
yeah, I think that heavily influenced the decision of bringing Elysium to ban Hardpoint Takeoff, because that was a map they did it. Granted, they haven't won a single Hardpoint map this season. The 4v5 was certainly strong against a very stout opponent last week, so being able to learn from that, Elysium able to apply it in real life. Goliath going to be able to hold the corner down. Doesn't necessarily have the point, but sure enough, finding the kills on the perimeter. P1 going to go down as a dub for the side of Omniscient, and I'm heavily surprised. Now you can see P2 rotations came through early, and this is where it might pay off for the side of Elysium. But granted, you're handing away 40 points for free. I don't know.
Well, we'll see as the game continues to roll on. It's actually Omni with a 43-point lead off the rip. And, Elysium is one of those teams that I have mentioned, and we talked about last night as well, a little bit more in depth, that this team just does not have good communications. And they have Slayers, but they start the game off strong, and then things start to fall apart for them. And this has been anything but a strong start. They are here ready for P2, so maybe they can bring it back and make it happen, but I think even with this a 4v5, this might actually be a pretty balanced matchup.
No, I gotta agree with you. Goliath comes through, gets the slide peek, does get the advantage. Tire Shop is, gonna be retaken by the side of Elysium. And, we were talking about them starting off strong and finishing games weak. Well, right now, they certainly didn't start things off strong, other than, seeing this P2 rotation where, some would argue that this is where the map actually starts at. The fact that Omni were able to put 43 points on the hill in P1, just 200 IQ from them, knowing that they weren't going to get that P2 rotation. Even though the break came through, we're looking now at a 3-point difference. And is this an L or is this a dub for Elysium? I can't tell. I'm going to be honest with you. Based off of the rotations, P3 looks a little vacant at the moment, but we'll see if the 4v5 will continue to favor the side of Omniscient, or if Elysium will be able to seal the deal here in this P3 site. Right now, we're looking at 2 players on the hill. Gathelia going to pull out the Annihilator. And I'm thinking maybe a listen in quickly with the side of Omni as they are rolling in some good objective time.
Enemy contact.
Only one in hill. Come on, boys.
Go deep point. Top team. One top team.
Yeah, come in hill now, Nice, dead.
One more, I need help. Green. I got me. Only one in hill.
Low on the point. Two on the point.
Nah, 2, I wasted the whole Sparrow. Fuck. One tap top proof.
Go next.
Green.
Next.
Forklift, he's
Mid crates. We need all the scraps we can get. We can get all the scraps we can get.
Yeah, mid dead again. He's looking, you check.
Jump out. You come. It's top on your top, bro.
Jump out. One bullet. Tony's one bullet. Jump out. Right together, boys.
Stop
Mid.
Stop mid, pillar. Stop king.
No, the point. Push. Let's spawn red track. Stack the point. Middle, Jim. Middle. Bottom. Right now.
Watch your forklift. I spawn green.
Bro, I can't even reload. One pushing in.
Mid.
I spawn middle. Oh, shit.
Why did you?
Middle, bro.
Why did you?
Two police there.
Lost the lead.
Let's push. Push. Goodness. Come on, guys. Come on.
Nice. Come on. Let's go, boys.
Push the left side.
Alright, go.
One on next.
Contact with
One middle. Dead middle.
Nice. Get yellow.
Bottom team. One is pushing yellow.
Two next.
I'm coming. I'm leaving that time.
Hardpoint identified.
targets in
One is coming up. Put his car, guys.
Yellow
Jim,
dead.
behind
One
you,
more
behind you,
yellow.
Jim.
Low health. He's half health.
He's dead.
Put his car, full police car, guys. Full police car.
Two dead police car. Two dead.
Nice.
Dead in the stairs.
Stack though. Stay with
Yeah,
me.
stack.
Blue one pushing. One dead. One more
One more top roof. He's gonna push capo.
We're spawning bad.
This one yellow. Red side.
They jump.
One top, window top. One dead. One more middle.
Let's go.
Top roof and window, top roof, guys. Top roof side. Nice. Don't forget top window.
Low top. He's low. He's coming downstairs.
Dead.
Yeah.
Dead shoulder.
They're coming from police car, but they're gonna get it stunned.
They're coming from
Red side.
yellow.
contact with enemy.
One top. And containers. Trailer.
They pinched. Come on, boys. Let's keep going.
Go next.
Let's go next.
Targets in
Bottom 10.
I gotta say, I stood in there a little longer than I normally do, but I'm glad I did it. Kind of paid off, man. The comms are on point. The energy was high. It's a 4v5. They know that they're spread thin, and they're absolutely dominating right now. 125 to 102, and I know that's a short spread line to have an advantage, but in a 4v5 on this map, I'm going to be honest with you, that's dominating at its highest capacity. Oh my god, Ty absolutely bodies Goliath, who just pulled out his Purifier, and oh my... Omni are looking pretty solid here in the backs of a 4v5, Dave. You are muted, by the way.
Good call. Yeah, I honestly just I didn't know what to say there. I mean, we had a really strong performance coming out of the side of Omni, and I stuck around for the comms, and they were working solid. You can hardly even tell in the comms that they're in a 4v5 right now. I mean, these guys are staying positive even in a really close match. They have a lead, and I hate to bounce back to the Aphelion match, but one of the arguments there was, okay, Hez was disconnected for a large majority of that game, right? He started off the game, made it a couple minutes in, and disconnected, right? The argument was a 4v5 there, could have been the reason that they got 250 zeroed. We're in a 4v5 right now, and Omni are winning, okay? So, kind of a rough situation, but, it is, unfortunately for them, what it is.
Well, you know what it is right now? A P2 hold of a lifetime here. The break is going to come through. The contest is going to be shut down. There's one more player left to work with. Rebirth finds one, but Jim right there quickly to trade. And again, Omni on the backs of a 4v5 have a 30-point advantage, and it's getting bigger now. As you can see, the rotations over to new. I gotta say, Tire Shop, absolutely on point. Omni rolling in the objective, and they are not looking back. A solid rotation and a wasted score streak there from Jim. I heard him. You heard the frustration when he wasted the Sparrow. It's tough. I know if we were selling comms, he would have said the same exact thing out of that Predator missile. So, Machinist's going to catch him on the transition. But right now, 50-point advantage for Omni. They are just absolutely bodying Elysium, who are struggling to find points here in the latter portion of this game.
Yeah, well, we are pretty deep on into this game. A 45-point lead or so for the side of Omni. Can they keep it up and close things out? Or are we getting ready to see a comeback out of Elysium? I mean, for Elysium's sake, you would absolutely hope, right, that that we would have a potential good performance, but it has so far just not been the case. 200 points now on the board, or just about, for the side of Omni. This P3 is going to go back over to Elysium, if only for a second, before Omni get right back on the hill. And as we look at the scoreboard here, 35 for Capo, 24 for Jim, 42 for Gathelia, and 25 coming through for Ty. Bro, we only have 2 players in 20 on the side of Elysium. This is brutal, man. This is absolutely brutal.
Yeah, and I'm taking a look at the point spread. We got 205 and counting. P4 down in the books here as it's starting up. Omni with an early advantage. And my guy Gathelia's got the big boy pants on right now, putting up the carry of a lifetime. 27 or more for Ty as he's holding down the bottom of green. Looking for Reburst. He's got him. No, he doesn't. Reburst wins that one. The break comes through, and now some much-needed time. But I got to say, with Gathelia popping off the way he is, at this rate, if this game gets extended any further, he's damn near going to be dropping 60 kills.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong whatsoever. We're 31 points away from Omni potentially taking the victory here. Depending on how long this game goes, we're definitely going to see 50, maybe 60 out of Gathelia. I think 54 is the current record for Mobile Mayhem. I believe that is held by S-Thug, so we'll see as things continue here. On this map, yeah.
Well, the Fennec,
back in the Fennec meta.
Yep, that is certainly one of those time frames that I could, vividly remember. Now we're looking at a P5 rotation. This time around, it's not favoring the side of Omni. As a matter of fact, this is Elysium getting right back in it, and just like that, we're going to do a get back in it with VC listen-ins for the side of Elysium. So bear with us as they are bunkering down for this P5 rotation, looking for the comeback.
Top. That's a top.
I have lightning strike.
One dead.
Top, watch top.
To blue van.
They spawn still blue van.
No, one more. Nice.
Blue van.
Cluster and air strike.
One dead. One more coming. They come blue van. He's dead.
Come, good.
Yeah, go next.
Putain, he's pushing.
Go.
One roof.
One is coming blue van. One top.
One top. He's pushing you, bro.
They all. Go next. Just go next.
Yeah, we're on you, bro.
One is top P1.
One is top,
Nice. With me, machine on that. Okay, I'm with you.
Okay, go hold top.
Call me mid.
One from the back.
One top. They jump.
We're firing point. Sparrow in point.
Back spawn, guys. Back from the spawn.
I'm gonna push from bottom, bro. Sparrow inside. Just pre-firing me, man.
Sparrow one shot.
Bro, if Omni win this is such a big L for Elysium. You can see it. The point is being contested. Gathelia wins a massive gunfight. Has the Annihilator out. Not going to be able to find the shots. Machinist's going to take him down. And now we're looking at 2 points separating. Nobody there to contest. Capo right on the outskirts is not going to be able to make it in. And that matchup, that game ended way too close for measure. 250 to 248. Elysium, you might have won, but don't get too excited, bro.
Bro, that's freaking rough, man.
You got to say, Gathelia slowing down towards the end certainly, hindered the Omni outcome. Bro was duffel bagged up. Capo started putting up some kills towards the end. He finds 43. Elysium, you might have won, but you definitely didn't win. That was 250 to 248. Don't be proud of that.
Yeah, don't be proud of that is a frickin' understatement, bro, and my goodness. Wow.
Yeah. The only player goes positive, well, there's 2 players that go positive. 34 and 32 for Noxy. And then we've got Goliath, who goes 34 and 26. 59 seconds on the hill for Goliath, a minute and 53 for Noxie. On the flip side of things, 50 and 41 from Gothillia. If he hadn't got caught on transitions like 17 times towards the end, and I'm exaggerating, obviously, I don't know if it was that many, but it was certainly close. It would have certainly been a different scorecard for him. Those transitions were brutal at the end, and they started feeding in that P5 rotation. I don't know. I'm kind of conflicted here, Dave.
Yeah, that's rough. You can't be happy about a 250 to 248 win. And I did stick around after the game a little bit just to hear the comms. The stress coming out of their voices was absolutely insane. I mean, they were like, dude, this game shouldn't have been close. I can't believe we almost threw that game. And dude, I'm right there with you guys. I mean, holy shit, dude. Oh my god. I mean, think about this again. We had a 250-0 4v5 the other day, and bro, we had a 4v5 that almost went to the 4 team. I mean, 2 points is not a convincing win at all. So Elysium, you guys may have won, but shit, dude, you are down bad right now. You guys...
Look. They should have won that game. I'm gonna be honest with you. That P5 rotation.
Should not have won that game.
Yeah. That P5 rotation came through. They were golden with the streaks. They were golden with the operators. There's no dice. They don't win off that rotation, you know. And then sure enough, P1 scrappy as hell. I'm at a loss for words. I need a game 3 though. I don't think they're gonna get a 4v5 on a game 3. But we're certainly seeing a game 2 4v5 again. The search and destroy.
That was an intense match, though. Dude.
I
can't keep a straight face. That hard point was just so bad. Oh my god!
I had to give you guys a little bit of Dave face because he is not exaggerating. He is 100%. He can't keep a straight face anymore. And right now, we're gonna have to keep a straight face because we got the search and destroy. We got a little bit of a serious matter. I don't know, dude. I have not seen an Omni like search and destroy game that started well or ended well. So they got to turn things around here if they want to see a game 3.
God, dude. If they win the search and destroy, I mean, they deserve to win the Dom, right? Is that a reality? I think they deserve to win the hard point.
Yo, if they win this, if they win this 4v5 in search, I think Elysium need to forfeit.
Oh my God, Jim!
I hate I missed that.
Jim finds a 2-piece. The 2-for-1 trade is going to even things up. Tony getting the bomb plant right now, but damn, Omni are on one today, bud.
They are, and I mentioned about the search and destroy. Oh, you got to hit those. Hits the second one. Oh, don't do it to him, Jim. Almost put him on ice. Capo with the trade. Now it's on Noxie. 2-for-1. The shots are coming in. Ty hits those. We've got a first round win in favor of Omni.
Honestly, dude, this is kind of pain and suffering. Oh my god. Listen, again, if we see a game 3, Omni deserve to win. I don't care what you say. Elysium, dude, they've got Slayers on the team, but they are not a team. They are 5 individual players, and listen, they're
playing it like rank, bro.
5 individual players, bro.
Tony putting up some individual shots, though. Takes Gothillia down. He dropped the 50 bomb in the hard point right now. Not even going to be able to find a kill this round before he drops. As a matter of fact, he hasn't found 1 kill all game. Granted, we're only 2 rounds deep, so B bomb plant is going to come through. And I love the approach here. You don't force an A plant. You get the B for free. You take down Gothillia to go along with it. And oh, Goliath, get pooped on. That shot read like a book, but guess what? Tony, he's a sniper in art form as well. He finds 1, 2. Noxie gonna get Ty, who was going for the ninja defuse? Question mark. 1v1 now.
I mean, dude, I guess you gotta do what you gotta do, right? But I don't know. I haven't been on the Omni train all season, okay? Ever since we saw, that first week, I have been like, dude, Omni, this is a disappointment. I don't believe. And right now I'm on the Omni train, dude. After that hard point, I'm cheering Omni all the way. Right now, not looking good for them, though. It's Capo left alone in a 1 versus 4. Bomb is planted. I don't see the clutch coming
Tony.
through. Sure enough, Tony gonna just absolutely pick Capo the second he comes around the corner. And that is a 2-1 lead in favor of Elysium, who maybe have found their footing a little bit for this matchup.
Yeah, it was a rocky start to begin with, but as I mentioned earlier, we may be on that Omni pack right now. We might be smoking that Omni pack. We might be on the Omni train. You know, right now they're on the caboose because this Search and Destroy is anything but, you know, their best mode, okay? We'll see if they can continue, you know, to deliver some spectacular plays, but as of right now, they found themselves in a one-round deficit. If they're going around the corner, finds his first, bomb goes down nonetheless. Tony does not miss. Papa Tony lighting up the feed, and Gathelia now going to be at a 1v4. Yet again, that one-player disadvantage, certainly feeling the effects of that. Noxy, smart play from Gathelia, takes the shots, falls back, soul reverse on the transition. There's only so much you can do in a 1v4, and this is it.
Well, not looking great for Omni right now. That extra player for Search when you've only got 1 life. I mean, we're basically starting with a first blood for Elysium every single turn, right? That's pain. That's pain and suffering for the side of Omni. And, you know, they found a great first round, and I was like, you know, hey, maybe they can do it, but right now it just has not been the case. In fact, Capo has even put down the sniper rifle and is going to be rocking the Type 25. Gathelia going to be the first to fall. Does have 3 on the board, but Ty as well starting to frag out. Jim has 4. I think he found most of them in the first round, but...
First 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, but hasn't found any sense. The transition, he's going to take some bullets. Smoke comes through. Maybe a little bit of a transition. Capo up laundry site. Taking some shots premature. Machine is still going to drop. Ty finds 1. The break comes in. Now it's only 1 player left. Tony finds 1. Shots on point. He's nowhere in sight to get this bomb contested. Even though he hit some of the crispiest shots in EU, my guy couldn't get around the corner. And a well-executed retake almost gets botched by Tony, who's got 9 on board. And, bro, I'm going to need you to, like, tone it down a bit, Tony. I know you're nasty with the shots, but we need to see a game 3, and I don't need you to put all your clips into 1 game.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and right now we're looking in a really good position for the side of Elysium, but you know that could quickly get turned around. Jim gonna miss a key shot onto Goliath, and that's gonna be rough. It's a first blood coming through. It's a 3v5. Can Omni make the comeback happen? That is the question here. I don't know if I can believe, man. It's rough in Search and Destroy. Obviously, if you're able to have someone come through with an early pick, you can even up the field right away. But that has just not been the case so far for Omni. Most of the times it's them losing out on first blood, and then they're at a 2-player disadvantage. Capo is able to find 1 onto Machinist, but we're still looking at a 3v4 right now. Off the back of a 1v1 trade.
Yeah. Tony has been just absolutely dynamic here in the Search and Destroy, though. But Gathelia putting up, making this Elysium team shut up right here. Bomb still in the hand of Ty. He's going to try and get this bomb plant down. 2 players left to take down, but this is going to apply the pressure here. And Omni looking to find a evening round here. And Rebirth taking some shots on the top side of Laundry. Not going to find anything. The nade comes through. Hit marker doesn't give any information. Capo in the full-on flank. Going to find Rebirth with his pants down, but not going to be able to find the shots. Rebirth doing a great job of playing his life. Rounds the corner, gets 1. That's a massive kill there for Rebirth. I think he might have gotten gifted that kill. Gathelia and Ty, we win those. 3-3. We're tied up again, Day.
Dude, look, I like Tony. I like Rebirth. I like Noxy. I
need you to sell 3 more rounds. Sorry. I don't know. I knew where you were going with that, and I kind of just took over.
I need to see that other 4v5 respawn and see if see if Omni can come through with it. Because again, that hard point was, it shouldn't have been a good match, but it was a really good match. And right now, Again, if you look at the scoreboard up top, it looks like a first blood comes through for the side of Elysium, but obviously that is just the case of Benicio missing here today. That starts every single one of these rounds off at a major disadvantage for the side of Omni. It would be an incredible fight down to the finish if they're able to make the comeback and pull together a win. Jim will open things up with Reburst, but even a first blood only is going to even things up. Capo taking a couple shots. You know that call-out's going to be coming from Goliath, but Goliath getting wallbanged, gets taken down by Capo.
Capo, good shots through mid. Now we're looking at a 3v4. No trades in favor of the side of Elysium, and they have been anything but consistent here today. As a matter of fact, the hardpoint was a 4v5, and it was probably one of the worst displays of a 4v5 in one team's favor who won, but it's tough. Right now, we're looking at a 3-3. Bomb does go down. 3-3 across the board. 3v3 in game. Gethilia actually going to drop. Tony finds another. Now it's all on the tie. Tie going to get taken down, and now we're anything but tied. 4-3 lead as Tony gets the defuse. He's got 10 on board. Taking a look at the spread. 7-3 for Noxy. Jim able to find one this round, but it's been rather quiet since those first two. He picked up 4 off the bat. Now looking to get a little bit of a redemption tour here. Maybe a game 3 life. Tony has definitely put a hinder on our domination dreams day. We need to sabotage Tony here. How do we do that?
Well, I mean, it might still happen. I mean, it's hard to say. But Jim finding a first blood on Tony off this head glitch could definitely make the round look a little bit closer. You can see the hesitance in Gethilia to push up right now. Again, they're already at that disadvantage, but Goliath, no fear, pushing on up into the enemy spawn. Might run into Gethilia right now. Gethilia, check your corner, bro! Oh, Goliath! Gonna open up with the first blood. That's bomb down, but Jim takes down Tony!
I happened to miss that when I was out with the action right there with Goliath and Gethilia, but you're able to take down that top frag. Certainly going to make a little bit of an effort towards another tied round, but Reburst going to round the corner. Tree head glitch. Oh, Jim, get away. Get out of there. Reburst being clutch here towards the ending of this search. Capo gets the refrag. Reburst down. 2v3. Bomb's going to get collected. Ty going to make the rotation up through pool site. One player left to deal with over there. That's Machinist, who's actually opted to fall back. They're going to give the A bomb plan for free, but Machinist might be able to find that bomb planner before the COD timing of all COD timing. Look at it. He's giving away his location with the laser. Capo taking some bullets now. Looking to play his life. The push comes through. Machinist cleans it up. 27 seconds on the clock now. You can see the push from the backside. Machinist able to find that shot before Goliath makes the creep through poolside, and we are on match point. 5-3 day. Game 3 hopes out the window.
It might be looking that way right now. Again, I want to believe in Omni all the way through after that hard point, but it is looking like we're probably not going to see that happen, so we'll see. I don't know. I think we're kind of at the end of the rope for Omni here. Just the player disadvantage is too much right now. And, well, guess it is what it is, bud.
I don't know. It's not over till it's over. Goliath on the full-on flank. You can see everyone's focus is mid or A bomb site. Goliath might be able to find one. That's going to be Ty dropped. Now Gethilia and Jim left to pick up the pieces. This is damn near impossible. Push comes through. Gethilia able to find one. Jim able to find one. And Goliath on the backside flank. Now it's Reburst and Noxy. Jim, I don't know if you want to make this push, homie. Look at Noxy. Noxy, oh, demon. Reburst taking some shots. Gethilia about half health. Able to live for a little bit longer, but does push the same angle. And that's a spicy one. Get out of there. Gethilia, play your life. Don't contest. You're absolutely one shot.
Well, not a whole lot you can do in this scenario, and Reburst pushing down the stairs is going to find it, locking down the 6-3 win for the side of Elysium. And look, I don't want to say they don't deserve it, but Verdict, I feel like...
I'll say it. They don't deserve it, dude. That hardpoint was by far one of the most disgusting 4v5s I've ever seen in a hardpoint game. And with the way spawns work now,
Heck, yard nonetheless.
Yeah, heck the yard, nonetheless. I'm just... Elysium, I would not be proud of this victory. As a matter of fact, the search was solid. I'll give it to you. The search was solid. Granted, Omni, their only chance at a Game 3 life, in my opinion, coming in this matchup, was definitely a hardpoint win, and they damn near pulled it off. I've got to say, Omni certainly looking a lot better, even though it was against a team who may not be the best at EU, but you've got 5 players. Hardpoint should have been a blowout.
Yeah, to say the least.
Tony only picks up 10. Kind of got grief towards the end of that matchup. Noxie able to pick up the pieces, though. He picks up 8. Took down Jim, who probably shouldn't have made that push through kitchen site that last round. He left Cathilia all on his own in a 2v1. You saw it. The angles were pushed. The pinch was coming through as well. So even if he did get that one player up top, player down low probably would have taken him out anyways. But nonetheless, a 6-3 win. Proud of those Omni guys. Are they back? I don't know. But certainly proud of that 4v5 performance. All right, that is going to do it for the night. I'm taking a look at the results if you're just now joining in. Kind of recap everything before we head on out for the night. 2-0 win, smooth victories for Nova and FN420 over Qlash and EuroElite. Animus and 117 definitely was the best series of the night. Granted, that 45 hard, hands down. Go back and rewatch the VOD. Animus and 117 not found. Certainly one to rewatch for weeks to come. 2-1 win for Animus. They're going to be able to rack up those 15 points, and Omniscient might have sold themselves out of a playoff berth as we're taking a look at the standings too, just to kind of give you a perspective of what's going on that end. Not only did Omni lose the matchup, but the head-to-head to Elysium is going to give Elysium a little bit of fire in that 7th slot. So Omni's sitting at a 8th slot. And I don't know if any of these teams are in danger of losing a seed. Maybe 117 not found. I don't know about Illuminati. I got to take a look at the schedule for the rest of the season. But based off what I'm seeing here, I don't know. I just don't know if Omni have a playoff life, or even if they want a playoff life. I hope they do, because, I mean, they're #1 qualifying team. They have a bye next week, and they have to play FN420. That's tough. Take a look at the rest of the schedule for the remainder of this week. We're looking at 117 not found in match #1 of Thursday versus Qlash. Omni versus Nova. Yeesh. Illuminati versus Animus. That's going to be a great one. And Anarchy versus FN420. So it's certainly going to be a great way to end the week. I have high hopes for all 4 games, or all 4 series to be played. That is pending on if Omniscient are willing to play a 4v5 if they can't get that 5th player in. That's certainly tough. But Day, I enjoyed it. I'm glad EU is back on pace to be, some solid, best of 3s to come. And 4 series for today certainly, made out to be some great
4 series for today.
Yeah, thankfully, yeah. Last week, I was down bad, bro. I was in a slump. You guys don't know it, but you play with my emotions too, okay? All right, I invest a lot of respect and time, in showing up and making sure that we're delivering the best performance for you guys to enjoy the games, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I know you guys enjoy it because we hit 10K today, and that's something I got to celebrate with you guys. So I appreciate everyone who comes through and supports on a regular basis. I appreciate that. Day for 5K next, so make sure you drop the guy a follow. On Thursdays, we do rock the 1s and 2s for Mobile Mayhem. I know on Tuesday it's going to be on Bobby's channel. So tonight, be sure to tune in for NA if you're still awake. If you're not, go back and rewatch the VOD. There's certainly some great games to come tonight too. So, Day, I appreciate you for coming in, and the season's been a blast so far.
Yeah, I appreciate you for being here, and we've had a good time, and thanks for having me.
Here we go. All right, well, guys, we're going to get geared up for a raid. We're going to hear one more promotional trailer from COD Mobile. We're going to raid your favorite streamer. I think I saw Rhea in the mix. I think we owe Rhea a raid, so don't go anywhere. We're going to get geared up for that. Hear one last word from COD Mobile. Then we'll transfer you over to, Rhea.